Hello everyone, how's it going? I am here. I have had a bit of a migraine for the last couple days, on and off. Woo. Actually, not on and off. It's just been here, but it's been like lighter. So I guess that's nice. But it's still in my brain right now, even as I talk to you. But I'm hoping that by the end of the day it'll be gone. I've just been taking Advil all day. Anyways, we're going to do some makeup and get ready together and hang out. And it's going to be good things, good vibes, and just chat for a few hours. Because I was like, I don't really have anything super planned. But I just want to hang out. So, yeah. And also, I just like doing just chatting streams. I kind of like the idea of like every now and then having a casual stream, if not having a stream, you know, week where we chat. I want to do a whole week of just chatting, but I don't know if that will be doable. So yeah. Hello. Hello, Renelle. Hello, Big Smith. Hello, Crystal Castle. Hello, Otto. Hello, Chem Dog. Hello, Time Lord Guy. How's it going? Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? We're going to start off by doing some makeup. And then I think I'm going to do some language stuff, some duo and stuff. And then I want to go over Crystal Castle sent a tarot reading for me. So I asked if it was okay if I checked it out on stream. So we're going to do that. There's an article that I'm going to read about Greg Rucka spilling some comics tea. There's been some comics drama the last few months. One of the things apparently everybody's talking about, but I don't even want to get into it because it's like, it's political and it's just, I just don't even want to get into it, honestly. But the other thing I will talk about, and that's the Greg Rucka stuff. And then the other thing we're going to do, what else did I want to do? I have parcels I'm going to open that Joe and Jamie sent through the throne. And I think maybe we'll do some Finding Calm. I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. Chris, hello. Eric, hello. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Jamie, hello. So many lovely people in chat. Josh, hi. Sharkshift Gamer, hi. Am I able to fix the YouTube problem? What YouTube problem? Unknown user. What YouTube problem? There's a YouTube problem? What's wrong on the YouTube side? Thank you so much for the mod appreciation. Thank you, Mage. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Much love to our mods. Let's show some love to the mods in chat. We appreciate all of you. Joker, hello, how are you doing? I can. I know. I love the yo ones because, and actually with the app, I can even play even more with the colors. But I still haven't gotten the app to quite work. It's a bit glitchy, I think. You had too much work? Oh my goodness. Well, are you chilling today? How was your birthday? How was the rest of your birthday, by the way, Renal? Who eyes so blue to match the dress, the avatar dress. I love this dress. It's so pretty. It's from Black Milk Clothing. We love Black Milk Clothing. My two things I love, Hot Topic and Black Milk Clothing. Oh my gosh, I bought something from Hot Topic yesterday, guys. You're not gonna believe it. Hold on. Wait. Ow. Wait. Why am I saying ow? My dress is being run over by my chair. Let me get it. I'll show it to you. Then we'll do makeup. You guys want to see what I got? I need to add it. Here, I'll add it on my closet as well, my Hot Topic storefront. Can I pull that up so that I can get into it myself? Sweet. Also make a video on the YouTube problem. What YouTube problem? What are you talking about, unknown user? The restricted thing. Oh, are you talking about the restricted thing, unknown user? Is that what you're talking about? I can't fix that problem. That's up to YouTube to fix that problem. I have no way of fixing it. So nope, I won't be doing that. If YouTube wants to put me in charge, then maybe I could. I'm sure it's complicated. I'm sure they're working on it. I did report the videos that I noticed were on restricted mode to YouTube because they did send me that form, and I did file that this morning. I will be doing a whole video on it. Yes, that will be going up possibly today. I filmed it last night. Just a reminder of the rules. I don't like to talk about politics in chat. Politics is so divisive. My politics is nobody's business, but I feel like you could probably garner what I believe in from the way that I live my life as a human on this earth in terms of what I'm into and, you know, being gay and all of those things. Yeah, I am also not American, so leftist isn't even a term, actually, in Canadian politics. Yeah, but that is a little reminder there of the rules. Please, let's keep politics out of the chat. Thank you very much. Whoa, everyone's going live at the same time, Jagron. That's a lot to juggle. All right, bye, Renelle. See you in a bit. Gothmog, hello, hello. Shout out to the Fang Gang. Cosmic Truth Tortoise, welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see you. I hope they're able to fix it because it's affecting a lot of creators. It's crazy. I literally thought that I had, like, just completely messed something up. August was really bad for me on YouTube, guys, to be honest with you. It was not great. It was like, I think I made half of what I made in July in August. And, you know, a lot of that also probably came from my subathon that I did. So thank you again to everyone that supported the subathon. But so that is a thing that is concerning to me. And then I was like, okay, like Duck and I were both talking about the channel, and we were like, what are we doing wrong? Like, what do we need to fix? And so we're looking at, you know, maybe new trends that are coming up that we're missing. We're working on that. And then Red Letter Media dropped this video where they went in on this whole restricted mode issue and how in August there was an update where it was turned on. Anyways, I'm going to do a whole video on it. I already filmed it last night, so that'll be up for you guys. But yeah, in one way, it's reassuring, you know. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the contribution to the Squirrel Girl cosplay. Thank you, Jagron. Was that you, Jagron? Was that you? It pops up for such a small amount of time, and then like the print is so tiny on my screen because I have both chats on here. So, was that you, Jagron? Tell me. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll do a wheel spin for you. This wheel spin is still set up for get ready. Kind of, but we can do that. Oh my gosh, if I have to do push-ups in this dress, it'll be hilarious. Yes, YouTube also has the hype. Oh, it's only on mobile, Eric. Is that true? It's only on mobile? Jagron, can I pull a tarot card for you? We got tarot card on the wheel. Let me know if you would like a tarot, if you have a question. I still have to set up that tarot prompt. You know what? Maybe we can do that today. Maybe we can find like a tarot prompt widget. Go for it. All right. What do you have a question in particular or an area of your life that you'd like some insight into, or would you just like me to pull something and see what we get and see what we can discern? If you have a question, let me know. The only thing that I ask is that you keep it open-ended. What the heck is happening? Wild Wild West, I'm going to give you one more warning in the chat. Please do not swear at people. Please respect each other. I literally just put the rules in the YouTube chat. Otherwise, we will have to remove you from chat. Let's all try to be respectful of each other. Yeah, it's only on mobile. Okay. Yeah. The hype thing is new. Yeah, if anyone can hype, if you're on mobile and you want to hype, I think that helps. It's only for smaller creators is what I understand with the hype stuff. And it's free. And you just basically get to hype a video. And then the higher up you get on the hype as a small creator, the more I think YouTube pushes you. Yeah. Will your drive home today last longer than 1 hour when you commute home? So it can't be a yes or no question. So I'll reframe that for you, Jagron, before I start doing my makeup. And I'll just phrase it as... What's going on with Twitch chat? Twitch chat is good. No one's doing anything in Twitch chat. Shark shift. It's on the YouTube side that I just gave that warning. Wild Wild West is in the YouTube chat. Yeah, I can ask how your commute will be. How about that? Why don't we just keep it a little open-ended and be like, how will that commute be for Jagron today? No, no one is swearing on Twitch. No one is swearing on Twitch. It's in the YouTube chat. I deleted the message so you can't see it. No one needs to worry. I'm on top of it. Don't worry. We're all Gucci. All right, let me manifest this question. Jagron would like to know how their commute will be today. How will Jagron's commute be today? How will Jagron's commute be today? How will it go? Will it go well? Will it not go well? I hope it goes well. Jagron, how will Jagron's commute go today? All right. Okay. Feeling like we're done shuffling. Cut the deck. Yeah, this feels like your card. I'm gonna pull this one. Let's see what it says. Ooh, okay.
Special delivery.
Oh, special delivery. I have a duck delivery person coming in. Oh, thank you for the tea.
For one Goomba.
That's me. I'm the Goomba. So this is the 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups. So let's see what the book has to say.
Wait, it continues.
Thank you. Oh, you can't hype lives. Oh, that's sad. Why no hype for lives? Oh no, this donut is fresh, which means part of the donut got on the bag. Eric. No. No coming to Twitch to swear. Oh, wait. You're coming to Twitch to swear. Well, yes and no. No swearing anywhere. Everyone behave yourselves. Everyone be good, or I'll turn this car around. Oh my goodness. I am a legend in my own mind. Respect, Jagron. I think be a legend. I think that's the best way to be, being a legend in your own mind at all times. You know what I mean? Also, welcome in. We had a new chatter. Arshman, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Rapala says, my 45-month sub alert didn't go off, but here's the 45. Hey. Rapala, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. And thank you for the 45-month sub alert. I'll do a wheel spin for you in just a second. Hey, AJ, we're not playing a game today, but I appreciate you. Welcome in. You hope you see Duck in a Donald Duck costume one day, Time Lord guy? I will tell him. I will tell him. I was going to keep chat off because I'm not sure about the whole shared chat thing, but I'm going to leave it on because... Or, well, actually, no. I'll keep it off. But don't worry. I'm going to try to communicate things with y'all. But, yeah. Yeah, I know, Hangle. I don't think that has to be deleted. You're not, like, getting into politics. You're just saying political stuff is crazy, which I agree. I don't think that's a super political chat. I think that's pretty general, you know? Thank you so much for the mod. Love Otto. We love our mods here in the stream. Thank you so much to our mods. Can you go old school and just say butt cheeks, Captain Canned? Like, you mean in terms of, like, that version of a swear? Yeah, I think butt cheeks we can allow. Butt cheeks is fine. Yeah, Time Lord guy, you're good, you're good. It's all good, y'all. No worries. No need to worry. Everyone just chill. Just chill with me. All right, so Jagron, the Seven of Cups is temptation, confusion, illusion. Interesting. Several overfilled cups appear before the coven, but which cups hold the truth and which are only illusions? In this state of hallucination, it's impossible to tell. Reach for one cup and you may find the antidote, but reach for another and you may find yourself trapped in a nightmare. Whoa. This card appears when your fantasies aren't grounded in reality. It's hard to make a choice that's in your best interest when every option laid out before you seems equally likely. To be clear, the problem isn't in the visions themselves, it's in their lack of meaning. When this card appears, examine each option and choose the one that is most meaningful to you right now in this moment. I think what this is trying to say about your commute is that, like, when you decide which way you want to travel home, instead of focusing on which way is going to be the fastest, I think basically I think this is basically saying, this card, that either way, it might not be a quick commute. So just choose the path that you feel will be the most fun and the least stressful. But don't maybe worry so much about the time because that might not matter today. Basically, there'll be traffic, so pick a fun route visually, or, you know, for if you don't like stop and go, maybe highway. If you'd rather keep moving and not be stuck on the highway, maybe lights, but it'll be stop and go. So yeah, that would be my interpretation. I hope that helps, Dragron, for your commute. Thank you so much for the contribution to the Squirrel Girl cosplay. Oh my goodness. Guys, new season of Marvel Rivals starts tomorrow. How are we feeling? Are we hyped? Are we nervous? Am I the only person that's nervous? Because I feel like I did that video on it and everyone's like upset that I was like, I don't know if I'm really feeling this one as much. I think I offended people. Fart knocker? Yeah, fart knocker is fine. I'll accept that one. All right, let's do a spin for Rapala. Thank you so much for the 45 months, Rapala. I'm sorry the alert didn't go off for you, but I believe you. Oh, I gotta do push-ups, guys. Oh, no. Push-ups in a dress. I did it to myself. Here, let me replace that one. Because now we're gonna be doing makeup, so, like, I don't know, maybe you guys could help me pick my eyeshadow and stuff. I think that was fun last time. I like when you guys help me pick. Or actually, maybe not. Maybe we can't do that. We'll leave it push-ups. I'm trying to make myself kind of have a Red Sonja look today, so I kind of have to decide myself, I'm realizing. Because I'm going to film my Red Sonja review and my Red Sonja short. So we'll leave it as push-ups. Push-ups are good. Get those gains, baby, you know? And I can do push-ups in a dress. And I might change into my Red Sonja cosplay while I'm streaming. I might go off and just change. Still have to show you guys the Hot Topic stuff. Stay tuned. Welcome to Just Chatting streams, where Amanda's brain just goes. Welcome to my ADHD, not diagnosed brain. What about Poppy McPoopy Pants? Yeah, that's fine. I do wall push-ups? No, I don't do wall push-ups. I do ground push-ups. But I will take my cat ears off because they'll slide off if I don't. A little bit more this way. Okay. All right. Push-ups in a dress. True elegance. One, two, 3, 4, 4. We'll try one this way. Oh, 5. Yeah, I can never do those ones as far back. I just feel like my tries aren't as strong. It's like, where do I feel it? I really feel it, yeah. Feel it back here. I need to do more tricep workouts, but that's always been a thing. I feel like my triceps are just never as strong. They don't grow as fast as the rest of my shoulders, like my chest. Though it could also be in my chest, actually. I feel like my back is probably more stronger than my chest. But you know what it is? It's because everyone at my gym is always on, thank you, the chest machines. So I can never get on them. So like I can do free weights, but if I want to do machines, like good luck. Chest day is every day for everyone else at my gym, I'm telling you. Captain America, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Yay, hot topic. Yes, we'll talk. Yeah, Marvel Man, do it. Get those gains. Love to see it. Yeah, triceps are hard, you know? They're a hard part to isolate. It's like, even when I'm flexing, I always feel self-conscious about my triceps just because I feel like they're not, I mean, they are firm, like when I poke them, but I've always felt like they, like, hang. And I hate that. But, oh well. You just need to learn how to love yourself. That's important. Okay, so hot topic stuff before we start doing makeup. Hot topic stuff. So I got, guys, these I broke, okay? I know the Labubu trend has been going on for a while. I heard about it last year, actually, from my esthetician who does my eyebrows and my eyelashes. Shout outs to Janny. She's no longer here. She left me for California. Rest in peace. Well, not rest in peace, but in terms of her being near me and being able to do my eyebrows, she was the best. She'll be missed. But she was telling me about Labubu's last year. And then I was like, that's kind of cool. That's cute. And she was showing me hers and she got like little custom accessories for it. It was so cute. Either last year or early this year, I think. And so I was like, okay, I don't know about this Labubu thing. Like, whatever. I don't know if that's a thing I'm interested in. And then they released these one-piece figures, which are admittedly are not traditional Labubus. They are figures, okay? So that makes them already more nerdy. And they're one piece, and there are 21 of them in a set. Here's the set. And there's a 1% drop that I could get a special Luffy that apparently is like a major spoiler for One Piece because I'm not super far into One Piece yet. But anyways, I've been loving my One Piece, so I was tempted. So I got two. Because Hot Topic had a sale where you buy one, you get the next thing 30% off. So I got two for like 60 bucks. So we're going to open them and see what we get. I'm going to do a short with these. So stay tuned on the socials and on YouTube for the short. But that's what we'll be doing. I'm good, Captain America. How are you? I know, not you too. I know. But these are not traditional. I would like it to be known in the chat. These are not traditional Labubus. I can't attach them to a bag or anything. They're figures. So they will fit in well with, you know, my Funkos collection. And eventually when I get started on U2s, which is going to be a slippery slope whenever I start getting into U2s, my U2s collection. Which I really want to do a Funko video for you guys. I'm thinking I'm going to do it maybe as a members or Patreon video where I go through all of my Funkos. So stay tuned for that. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll do it as a main video. I'm not sure. Maybe we could do like a few of my favorites and then the full collection for members or Patreon or something. Amanda the Labubu collector confirmed now on Twitch. Yeah, no one clipped that. No one give my secrets away. No, yeah, now I'm into Labubus, so they got me. I have too many friends that are into it as well. It's like Do you know how many people I know that are content creators? And all of my content creator friends love Labubu. A Funko video might reach a wider audience. You think, Otto? Are Funkos really big, do you think, on YouTube? I don't really know. Rapala. Did I see the recent South Park episode? I did not, Hankel. I don't really watch South Park. I've watched South Park in the past, and it's not that I don't, like, I don't hate South Park or anything. I just don't find it as interesting. But I love that it's still going on, and I love that South Park just, like, they just don't care. They just say whatever, you know what I mean? I respect that. It's about Labubu. Oh my god, of course. Of course South Park would have a Labubu episode. Yo, okay, tell me what happens in the Labubu episode. Give me the lowdown. Joker is asking, Duck, do you like Labubus? Duck can't hear us. He has headphones on. Should we put on the wheel that, like, Duck has to come chat with us for 5 minutes? Should that be a wheel spin? I feel like it should be. You don't own that ball. Check the extensions to see your items. Oh, dang. Gotta buy that ball over on the Pokemon community game. Okay, what was I doing? I'm gonna put up the sub goal, but instead of it, my sub goals, I'm gonna use the bars, which should update as we go. But I just want to put this up there so that you guys know if you support, you will get the wheel spin. So any support, whether that is through Throne or donations or coffee or, you know, Twitch or YouTube. Any support gets you a wheel spin. Oh no, Jagron. Whoa, I hope he's okay. You haven't heard from him? How long has it been since you've heard from him? Do you know, like, do you know where he lives? Like, have you hung out with him in the past, like at his place or anything? I would say, like, do you know where he lives, I guess? Could you, like, kind of just show up and kind of do a little knock, like a little wellness check? Glory, hello, welcome in. Good evening to you. Have I seen the unofficial Doctor Doom reveal? They did a Marvel laser show at Shanghai Marketing Convention. I have not, Cosmic Truth Tortoise. Did you share, can you share anything in the Discord in, like, general? I was also saying to people, I really want to start using the subreddit for, like, just chatting streams, so that if there's anything you guys want me to check out, you can share and post it on the subreddit, and then I can take a look. But also, if you put it in the Discord in, like, nerdy news, I can go through some of the Discord stuff today as well. Labubus creep you out. They remind you of a scarier version of Teletubbies, Captain America. Yo, Teletubbies, I think are super cute. But I understand why you might find them freaky. Totally makes sense. Yeah, Teletubbies are like, I don't know, Tubby Custard. You know what I mean? And what was the guy, the Nunu? That's the vacuum? You're in Texas and he's on the East Coast. Are you friends with any of his friends that might be closer who could do a check that you could, like, kind of just message to be like, hey, just wondering if you've heard from him? Or, like, anyone else that may be, like, a mutual that might be closer? If not, you could call the authorities and ask them to do a wellness check. Like, in, where he's based, if you know, like, what city he's in. Because that is a thing. I have had things like this happen before. So I totally understand, Jagron. It's so scary. I'm sorry that that's happening to you and to your friend. I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay and they're just, like, MIA, you know? Because sometimes people are just MIA and I get concerned too, and then I'm like, oh, they were just busy for, like, a long time, or they, like, just weren't on socials, you know? But yeah, I would say you could always call the authorities and ask them to do a wellness check. But I think you might need an address. So I don't know if you have an address. Demo for the new Digimon game dropped today. What? Is the demo on Steam, you boys? Should we check out the demo? It's mind-blowing. Okay, well, I'll try to see if I can also find it. Dr. Doom. Reveal. Shanghai. But yeah, if you link me something, I'm going to try to go through some stuff during stream so we can check things out. So if you link it, then I can potentially look. But first, let us do our makeup. And then we'll get to do some other fun things. Oh, he doesn't live alone. That's good. Okay. Okay. Do you have any contact to them? Like, could you message one of them? You've seen a bunch of kids and teens and adult girls with Labubus in your city mall? Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Duck was the one that showed me... I can't answer for Duck if he likes Labubus. But he was the one that showed me the One Piece Labubus. So he is an instigator, is what we would say, I think. Atomic, I'm eating right now. I'm having a little bit of cheese. I have a bagel, a donut, and my tea. And I have 2 teas, actually. Because Duck made me a tea. And then also got me a tea from Tim Hortons. Nope, just him and his Facebook. Oh, okay. Could you maybe reach out to them through Facebook, though? Like, on his profile page, could you find them and kind of just, like, maybe send them a message? Confirmed. Duck, Labubu, massive collector. You heard it here first, chat. He's an enabler. That Duck. But Duck was also like, it would be good for content. And I was like, it would be good for content. That's true. Oh no, when you were a kid, your mom put Teletubbies on Captain America and you started crying. Yo, yeah, Teletubbies are pretty weird. So, the sun is creepy, I think, in Teletubbies. The baby sun that they had. Like, what's up with that, you know? What is up with that baby sun? So tomorrow we're going to be doing Peak. And then we're also going to be doing Marvel Rivals Season 4, by the way. So we'll be going back to some gaming. And then Saturday, the 21-hour stream happens again. As a thank you to all of you in my community that supported me during the subathon. I will be doing this not for charity, not for anything really, just for you. This is a marathon for you. And I will be playing through all the games that I have yet to play through that people have purchased for me over the last, well, over all of the time that I've had Throne. So I think it's been a couple years I've been over there. So any of the ones I missed, I'm going to try to play around 45 minutes each of them if I can. We'll be playing Rivals with you guys. Yeah, we're definitely going to do a sub unlock. And I think it'll also be through the Peak stream. So we could potentially even unlock it before we get to Rivals. So then once we go in, we could potentially be doing play with viewers right off the bat. Because I'm going to be starting with Peak. With Lucy and Duck. And then once we're done playing Peak, then we'll be switching over to Rivals for a few hours. I don't want to go like too long, but I might stream longer than 6 hours. But we'll see, because I do have the next day, I have the 21-hour stream. So I don't want to... I want to make sure I rest before that. And I think during the 21-hour stream, though, I am going to potentially try to see if Duck or someone can be around to kind of manage the stream if I like need a break or step in to entertain if I need to step away for a little bit to like just lay down for a minute. You could try the Digimon demo. Yeah, is it on Steam? You boys? That Saturday, Rapala. Yeah. I know, it's coming up. You need an Amanda Ange woman? You mean Angela? Jagron? Angela would be a sick cosplay to do, but it would be a big cosplay to do because Angela has some big pieces. The sun is terrifying, right? You thought I had makeup on this entire time? Jack said I didn't notice you weren't wearing makeup. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, I wasn't wearing makeup. This is just me normally. Good to know that no one noticed, though. I can get away with maybe not putting any on sometimes. I like to put it on just because it helps me to look a little less like completely washed out because I feel like I look very pale. I know it's ironic right now because I'm adding stuff that might be making me look pale. Cherry, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, Cherry. How was your stream? Oh my goodness. Welcome in, Raiders. No, Ange Woman is a female Digimon that is cosplayed. Oh, yeah, I'm not as familiar with Digimon as I am with Pokemon. And obviously, even then, the new Pokemon stuff I'm not as familiar with. 90s, Millennium is kind of the era I'm most familiar with Pokemon. That's cool. Okay. That's cool. Ange Woman. Let me see. What does she look like? This is her? Oh, wow. Whoa. This would be a pretty crazy one, though, because the wings, you know? Things with wings are challenging, and this headpiece would be interesting. How would I see while I walk around is the question. You know what I mean? How would we see? But that's cool. I like the look. The look is very cool. Let's give a little shout out to Cherry here. Cherry, thank you so much for the raid. I am good. How are you? How was your stream? What were you up to today? Everyone, please go give Cherry a follow. If you don't know Cherry, she is one of the members of our lovely community. VTuber, artist, a very cool human. And I would definitely recommend that you check her out if you haven't already. I will do a wheel spin for you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Posted it to the nerdy news section. Thank you, Cosmic. We'll check out some nerdy news once the makeup is done after I do the tarot and maybe do my languages. Yeah, I feel like Angela would be really sick, but it would be a lot. It would be a lot to pull that look together. I commission a lot of my cosplays, but I'm just not sure who I would reach out to for it. For some of those pieces, I feel like maybe if I had someone, I need someone that kind of builds maybe some more props. Squats, all right. We'll do 5 squats for Cherry. So our foundation and the concealer is done. So that's nice. Hey Duncan Mallory, how's it going? Welcome in. Edekaye, hello. Oh my goodness, all the lovely raiders coming in. We love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squats. You were doing bases? Oh, were you painting? Were you painting statues, Cherry? Or were you setting up stuff for your haunted house? What did Cherry say? A little stressed because I gotta watch Siblings and they drove me bonkers yesterday. Oh no. Well, hopefully they don't drive you bonkers today. Wings are so cool. I agree, Jamie. I wish I had wings in real life. And then you could fly everywhere. It was good. I finished another 2 bases and I got fan art made. Nice. Love it. Were you doing some My Little Pony fan art? What fan art were you doing? Oh, thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, Is it fast? It's not fast when I chat, I feel like. It could be faster. But yeah, this is done. So that's 2 things done. Put on our eyebrows next, I think. Put the eyebrows onto my face just to fill them in a bit. I mean, they're already on there, but you know, just to add a little bit of drama to the look. We're gonna keep it pretty simple though. Aw, thank you, Captain America. Yeah, I just feel like because the lights are really bright and I'm very pale, so I like to have a bit of something on my face usually. But, you know, people were saying that they liked the get ready stream. Henkel was saying, you know, well, can we do more of these? And I was like, we totally can. I like them. And so I thought, why stress about doing it before stream? Why not just do it during stream when I'm doing like just chatting stuff? And Duck was reminding me of, you know, Ludwig when he streams, he just does whatever. Like, he just does his morning routine, basically, on stream with chat. It's a little different because he doesn't wear makeup. So, at least I don't think he does. Or, I mean, if he does, probably not like how I wear makeup, you know. Because he is man's, and usually male makeup's a little bit of a different process. But... I mean, this is part of my morning routine, so I could just do it with you guys. And I did shower, so I will have to also style my hair. But I don't know if I actually want to style it too much, because I am going to be dressing up as Red Sonja after this to film some content. And Sonja is not really a glamazon, you know?
Speaking
so,
of, real quickly,
yes, Duck. Duck has awoken.
Did you get the tickets?
Not yet. But I will. We're gonna go see Long Walk later. The Long Walk. And we're gonna do some content on it because I've been wanting to watch it. I've heard really good things from people that I know that went and saw it earlier. And I'm very excited. And guys, I got invited to go see Gen V early. So stay tuned for some Gen V stuff on the channel over on YouTube. We're going to be doing, yeah, some early things. It'll be going live the day that it comes out. So I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about Gen V. So yeah, I draw MLP bases for other people who can't draw them or are still learning to draw them. So it's easier for them as ponies are hard to draw. Oh, nice, Cherry. That's so helpful. I love that. Right, so you like help them get them set up and then they can kind of like fill it in from there. Have I read the book for The Long Walk? I have not read the book. I can't tell you the last time. I don't know if I've read any Stephen King, actually. I must have read something. I have to have read some Stephen King, but I can't remember the last Stephen King book that I read. So I have not read The Long Walk. But I really liked The Monkey, which was based on, I think, a Stephen King short story. And usually things that are based on Stephen King's work I like. I should really read more of his books, honestly. Yeah, ya boy, I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do with that. I know I felt so bad that the actor passed away. He was so good on the show. And he was so young. You bought some new action figures recently, Captain America? Nice. You went to your first Otakon this year? What is Otakon like a convention? Yes, Batgirl is super cool, Valentino. I agree.
It's the Washington anime convention.
Oh, nice. How was the convention? Gen V, is that the thing from The Boys? Yes, it is a spin-off show from The Boys that is a little bit based on comics, but really is kind of doing its own thing, to be honest with you. Which I was a little nervous about, but I think they did a great job with it, and I actually think it's better than even what it's based on. This is kind of how I feel about The Boys anyways. I actually think the show is better than the comic, so yeah. Yeah, he was like 27, the actor that died from Gen V. That is true, you boys. He was very young. Like, that guy, he was just getting started, you know? It's really sad. But we'll have to see. I don't know if they're going to recast or if they're going to write that in somehow. We kind of leave the cast in a precarious place. So really, anything could happen. Jarrell, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. I'm sorry to hear that you have had a couple sad days.
A couple of days. Needed the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, welcome in. I hope that you find some comfort in the stream and you get to have fun hanging with us. I'm so sorry to hear that. And thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. I really appreciate it. Time Lord says, could not stand the boys. The comic or the show? Or both? Time Lord, you're going to make a list of plays you would love to see me in? I love that. That's awesome. Feel free to share. The comics were quite offensive, I heard. They are. That is the point of them, though. It is basically a commentary on superheroes and kind of making fun of the whole genre. So it's pretty rude and crude, I'd say. But I think that the commentary that we get in the show is more nuanced than the comics are, from what I've read. I haven't read all of The Boys, but I've read a few issues here and there. And I did read all of Dear Becky, which was a newer series that came out after. And that was just kind of like, meh. Aw, we got Be Kind. I love that. Well, everyone, I would encourage you to say something kind about yourself or say something kind about someone around you, to someone around you or someone in chat. You can also whisper it. You can share it with us in chat. You can just think it in your mind. I'm going to say, I love that I don't give up. Even when I feel like I'm questioning if I'm good at anything sometimes. I really do feel that. I know I seem very confident, and I try to be confident, but I also question things constantly. And even when I am struggling, I am not the type of person to give up. I'm always like, you just got to keep going. And I love that about myself. Yeah. Did I read or watch Preacher? No, I haven't read or watched Preacher. I've heard good things about it, though. Are you a fan, Dichotic? I think I've read, like, a tiny bit, but not, like, the whole thing. You bought Saba from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, a Naruto poster, and lanyard, and some Marvel stickers. Nice, Captain America. I love that. You're going to go next year for the full thing? Were you just there for a day? Aw, Time Lord guy. Y'all are sweet in chat. Some nice positive vibes.
My cousins bought me a Saba when I was a kid.
Did they?
You know Saba from Mighty Morphin? And I was like, yeah, he's definitely talking. I wish he had a voice box, but anyway, I'm the White Ranger. I'm the best.
Oh my goodness. I love that. My favorite thing from Power Rangers that I ever had was a pink Power Rangers doll that I used to take like everywhere with me. I don't know where that doll is now, but hopefully somewhere safe. I loved that doll. Prashawn, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are things? Have you heard about some of the comics tea in regards to Greg Rucka spilling some tea? We're going to be reviewing that in a little bit. Jarrell, I love that. Jarrell said, what you described is also how I feel. I love that about myself too. I never give up when I have a goal. Oh, I love that. Crystal Castle said, if you didn't question yourself and where you are going, that would be a lack of heart because you care and question things. That shows you care how things are shown and felt. Oh. What a great way to look at it. Thank you, Crystal Castle, for that pearl of wisdom. That is true. I agree with that. So, doubt is something that we feel because we care about stuff. It's so true. Yes, I know. Garth Ennis wrote both Preacher and The Boys. I've heard good things about Preacher, though. But I haven't read all of it. Garth Ennis is like, I feel like not usually my thing, but sometimes, every now and then, Garth Ennis does write something that I'm kind of like, oh, I like that. So, I've heard good things about Preacher. Yeah, Jagron, I know. That was the other drama in the comic book world. Everything that's happening with Red Hood. But yeah, to get into that is like, apparently everyone's talking about it, but I'm like, I really don't want to talk about that. I'll pass on that topic. However, the Greg Rucka tea, I'll be talking about that. I definitely want to get into some of that. Talking about the days of when Dan Didio was in charge of everything and how that caused a lot of issues for people. I think that's interesting. I am also going to quickly grab, I realize that I don't have my brushes, so I'm just going to grab that, and then I'll be right back and we'll continue to chat. I always forget my highlighters in my cupboard, so I have to like grab it. It's not in my makeup bag. Did I pick up Batman? Yes, I did, Jagron. We were talking about it on our last Talking Comics stream. I really liked it. By Jimenez and Fraction. I really liked it. Honestly, I'd love to do a whole video on it. I'm just not sure when I'll have time. There's so many things I'm talking about right now. I filmed a Marvel Zombies video as well last night, talking about some of my theories and some of my thoughts just in regards to expanding on what we kind of got in the trailer and my feelings based on, you know, Marvel Zombies comics as well, and responding to just some of the things that people have been talking about in regards to Marvel Zombies. So that'll also be going up. And then Long Walk, and then Gen V, and more Peacemaker tonight. Very excited for the new episode of Peacemaker. And I wanted to do a whole Peacemaker theories video because I have some theories about what could be wrong with this other universe that I definitely feel like I've been feeling that way for a while, and I've noticed some things. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that theories video up. And then I also want to talk about Red Sonja because I watched that. Chemdog said, I watched Rucka talk about that the other night. Yeah, we're going to go over the article, Chemdog. What were your thoughts overall on that? Also, thank you for the highlighted message. Did I get the Punisher red band? Nah. I'm not a big Punisher person myself. I don't hate Punisher or anything, but not usually the thing that I'm like, yeah, give me that Punisher, you know? I also was thinking about doing a retrospective because we just finished our watch along for the first season of X-Men the Animated Series with my friend Erica. So I kind of wanted to do my thoughts on season 1 of the animated series after doing the rewatch. We just started season 2 and that's been fun. The thumbnail for last week's Peacemaker episode had a bit of a spoiler. Yes, Dichotic, but it is the thing that the episode's... Well, it's not really a spoiler, actually, because we didn't really show you anything that was there. I hear what you're saying, kind of, but it's also the thing that the episode literally starts with, so it's right at the beginning of the episode. And the whole idea of thumbnails is to try to get people to, you know, click. Yeah, I thought a lot of people also knew because, you know, it was announced that Joel Kinnaman was returning. But in what context is like, you kind of have to watch the episode. But yeah, a little bit. It was a little spoilery. Fair enough. You weren't expecting the return of the character. Yeah, I kind of already knew the character was going to be returning. Because I had heard about that. But I didn't know in what context. I really liked what they did, actually, with that whole thing. And they went into it a little bit in the podcast. I think I talked about this in my review. But the whole idea of just how James Gunn had so much fun with Joel on the set of The Suicide Squad. And I loved how they basically wanted to give him an opportunity to kind of play more in the humor world, in the comedy world, because that's not something he as an actor gets to do a lot. And I thought he did such a good job. He's so funny, honestly. You're caught up on Peacemaker, but you seem to have missed the spoiler. It's the thing that happens right at the beginning of the last episode, Otto. That was the spoiler I think that Dichotic's referring to. But also just the return of, you know, the actor, the character, that stuff. You think I would be great as Eliza in Pygmalion? Oh, that's an honor. I would love to play Eliza in Pygmalion. Or even, I would also do My Fair Lady. Honestly, I love musicals, so I would also do the My Fair Lady adaptation of Pygmalion. I've read Pygmalion. Great play. Aw, Captain America, thank you for the kind words. Captain America said, I love this chat and how nice everyone is. Aw, and how Amanda made me feel wonderful and special since day one. It brought tears to my eyes. I'm forever grateful. Thank you for the kind words. Prashan said, I'm good. You? I heard about the Red Hood stuff. And next week, Batman/Deadpool. I know, Batman/Deadpool. Are you hyped? Also, yeah, the Red Hood stuff and the Greg Rucka stuff is basically what I have heard about the tea. The Red Hood stuff's it's crazy. We won't get into it because I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I've heard about that. The girl from the Crucible. Yo, Crucible's also a great play. I've actually done some scenes from Crucible, but never done, like, the full play. Never been in the full play of the Crucible. Dichotic, yes. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. I know, Wicked for Good. I'm so excited. I will be away when it comes out, but when I come back, I am gonna go see that movie so many times in the theaters. I want to see it like at least 3 times in theaters. I already know I'm gonna love it. They already blew me away with the first part. I seen the trailer. I already know I'm gonna be a fan. I think this makeup is good. It's subtle. Bless you. Gesundheit.
Everywhere.
Oh no. Jamie, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. We will be talking about the Greg Rucka tea in a little bit. I'm almost done my makeup, I promise. Then we'll get into some stuff. All right, let's do a spin for Jamie. Thank you so much for the Spill the Tea 100 biddies. A positive affirmation. Love it. All right, let's talk about Jamie Lamey being awesome. Because it's the truth. Jamie, thank you so much for being here and for the 100 bits and for being a member of this community. I am so happy. I feel so blessed that you found your way to the community. You just bring in such great energy, and I just really love how you feel comfortable enough to hang here with us and chat with us. I hope that within this community, you have found community just as I have also found community with you. So thank you so much for being a part of it. You are loved, you are valued, You are respected. You are appreciated. Hopefully not just within this community, but also outside of it as well. Thank you so much for being here, as always. And I really do mean this. The stream would not be the same without you. So thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie Lamey. True words. I agree. Yes, Eric. Also, are you guys excited for Peak tomorrow? With Duck, Lucy, and I? It's going to be chaos. I already know. I should actually check in with Lucy to make sure that we're still good for tomorrow. Oh, it's also, I need to message my mom and dad really quick. Hold on. Okay, and then let me just text. Let me message Lucy and see. Or I'll just message our group chat. All right, that's done. Back we go into the makeup. Eyeliner, what is this? Nope, that's not what I want. I want the brown eyeliner. Brown eyeliner, a bit of blush, a bit of highlighter, I'm thinking. I don't know, do you guys think red or pink is more Red Sonja for blush? I think red, because red feels more like a natural blush. Pink is like kind of girly. I don't know. Maybe red, and then mascara, highlighter. I don't know, for a lip, I feel like we just want to do something kind of nude. Not like that, but you know what I mean. I have a lip balm, but it's in another bag, so I can grab that whenever. I don't even need to do my lips right now on stream, but I can if I want. Eric. Who's Lucy? Never heard of her. Oh no, guys, it's almost out. No. Do they still make these? I love this. No, this is one of my favorite makeup things. I hope they still make them. They seemed like they were a summer thing, so that's why I'm concerned that I might not be able to get a new one when I'm done. Ugh. But you know what? I was at a store the other day. I was at Sakoshi Mart, and they have all this like Korean makeup and stuff, and they had basically these. It wasn't Milk, it was a different brand, obviously, but they have so much cool makeup, and I'm like, I honestly should go to Sakoshi Mart and get some more like imported makeup because it's affordable, it's cute, and hey, I should really look at ColourPop because they have nerdy palettes, guys, so it's not just makeup, it's like makeup that's nerdy makeup for nerds. I'm one of those. The traitor who left the true north strong and free. Yep, that's Lucy. Rapala, there we go. Now it worked. Thank you so much for the resub. Our first sub of the stream. Thank you. I already did a wheel spin for you. Do you want another wheel spin? I could do another one. I don't mind. Wheel spins are just for us to have more fun. Peter, welcome in. How's it going? Another Pomo? No Pomos. We're just chatting here. It's just a chatting stream. We're doing makeup and hanging out. Thor needs saving. Oh my goodness, Peter. I love my Avengers and Guardians in chat, you know? Much love. Amanda, I saw a character reveal on Doctor Doom, Avengers Doomsday. I know, Valentino, I think we're going to take a look at that. Cosmic Truth Tortoise shared it in the Discord, so I'm going to be taking a look at that in a bit. Once we're done makeup, I'm going to do some language stuff. We're going to do some tarot, because Crystal Castle did a tarot reading for me. I'm going to take a look at that. Then we're going to look at some news stuff, and then I think we'll finish it off with some Finding Calm. I have lovely gifties that Jamie and Joe sent off my throne that I'm going to open. And then one of those things is the arm. So I want to set up the arm and see if we can try to get Finding Calm going today. So if we have time, we'll see. We all miss Lucy. Lucy's great. I agree. Whoa, a hype train. What do we do to deserve that? Did something happen? What's out of sync now? What did I miss there? If we get 1,100 bits or 3 subs, we will complete level 1. Oh, we got a treasure train. Whoa, how we do that? What? Did that just randomly happen? Yo, treasure trains are rare, and I think you get better rewards. Unlock a limited time 35% off gift subs at level 2 during this train. So if we get through level 1, then gift subs will be 35% off. That's the treasure train reward. And you also still get unlockable emotes as well that I think are different. And I think treasure trains are like more valuable on Twitch or something. I don't know. There's something that happens with that. Only if you don't have to do push-ups. Okay, Rapala. Well, I'll try not to spin for push-ups, but no promises. I'll tell you what, if I spin push-ups, will allow me one free respin. I think you might have, Rapala. Jamie, thank you so much for gifting to Darkest Mist. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. One more discount, one more whatever, something. If we get to level 1, 100 bits or 1 sub. We get, oh, Hankel, thank you so much for the Prime to tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Okay, we'll do a spin for Rapala, spin for Jamie, spin for Hankel. Done. Let's do it. Anne Boleyn in Anne of 1,000 Days. Oh, I haven't read that play. That sounds good. I love Anne Boleyn. You know what I love? I love The Tudors. I own some of it on DVD. And I actually have a really great book about King Henry VIII and his life that is historical fiction by I think it's by Margaret George. Okay, so we got a sonnet for Rapala, for Jamie, a Fancy Bites, and for Hankel. Jamie, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Oh, push-ups. Oh my gosh. Duncan Mallory, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. What is happening? Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, whoa. So I gotta do a Fancy Bites, push-ups. Matt, thank you for the 100 biddies as well. And a sonnet. And then we got to do a spin for Matt and a spin for Duncan. No, we got to do a spin for Jamie, Matt, and Duncan Mallory. Whoa. The spins are going off. You like my hoops? Yeah, I love these hoops. I love hoop earrings. I don't know if you've noticed this, Peter, I wear hoops a lot. They're like my go-to earring. I wear them all the time, but you probably don't see them because the headset probably blocks my hoops. But yeah, I love a big chonky hoop. You know what I mean? Okay, so we are gonna do, what did I just say? Fancy Bites, push-ups, and for Rapala we're gonna do a sonnet, and then I gotta do a spin for Jamie, and for Matt, and for Duncan Mallory. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my gosh, guys, we have 35% off 5+ gifted subs or more. So now that has been unlocked for as long as the treasure train goes. And I think treasure trains, you might have more time to get to higher levels, but I don't know if that's true. I should really read more about how these things work. There are terms that apply, they say. Terms apply. Treasure Train channel discount is a limited time offer available only for the duration of a chat panel banner announces the Treasure Train offer is open. Discount applies to a purchase of 5 or more tier 1 single month gift subs or when offer is available. Cannot be combined with other offers or discounts. Oh wow, that's cool. Whoa! Gothmog, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, guys. What is happening? Ah, my brain has broke. Have I heard of the musical 6? I have. I heard it's really good, Duncan Mallory. It was in Toronto for a while, but I didn't see it, but I heard it was great. You remember when Natalie Portman played Anne Boleyn with ScarJo as the other sister? Yo, what movie is that? Because I also remember that. That's a movie, right? That show was such a bodice ripper. It was very steamy, Time Lord Guide. The Tudors. The Tudors review 1. No one wants that on my channel. Honestly, I could do a whole historical fiction channel. I love historical fiction. I'm such a history nerd. Ro, just a friendly reminder, please no politics in chat. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. We gotta, okay. Let's do Fancy Bites push-ups, Sonnet, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more spins I gotta do, and we're at a freaking level 4 treasure train. We're on our way to level 4. Chew freaking chew, y'all. There is 3 minutes and 30 seconds left for anyone that wants to get in on it. I don't know when we unlock emotes. I don't know. It says 25, level 25, but I don't know if that's because I've just unlocked like all of the lower level emotes. So I hope there's lower level ones. Edakaye, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. I will add you down as a wheel spin as well. Oh my gosh, you did the push-ups. Yes, Hankel, I love it. Okay, all right, okay. Let's get started on some of these things. I got too many things. I'm sweating. You can't see it, but I'm sweating. All right, let me do Fancy Bites first. Fancy Bites. Here we are. Thank you, Valentino, for the reminder. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Some people don't know, and that's okay. That's why we do a little rules reminder. The other Boleyn girl. Yes, that is it, Steven. All right, Fancy Bites. Here we go. Now I'm going to be a little silly. Also, let me just shout out all the lovely people that were gifted subs here. Uncle Tyrone, Griff Dog, Tylosarix, what a great name. Section 9 Browncoat and Felipe. Duncan Mallory, thank you for gifting those 5 lovely folks. Gothmock, thank you for gifting to It Omar Hernandez. Bacon Laser, I love that. The Dalazone. Camera Lama, and Nerdith. Thank you, Gothmock, for gifting those lovely folks. And Edakaye, thank you so much for gifting to Ray Fart. Zelda Lindsay, Kadra, Drac Arcanus, and Baby Mash. Thank you. Oh my goodness. We're on our way to a level 5 treasure train. Let's go. What the heck? Guys, this was a casual stream. This is casual, but we're crushing it. I've never gotten a treasure train before, so this is very exciting for me. I've seen them on other people's streams, and I've always been jealous. So thank you to Twitch and to all of you for making my treasure train dreams come true. Captain America, thank you for saying that I'm funny. I appreciate that. She was Henry's mistress for a while and was meant to have had a daughter with him, but that was never proven, of course. Who? Anne Boleyn? Duck, thank you so much, Duck.
Treasure Train hype. Let's
Treasure
go.
Train hype. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Eddie said, I didn't start it. I blame Jamie. I think I blame Rapala. I think Rapala's re-sub maybe started it. Y'all, we're at 23 subs so far this stream. Oh my goodness, with a stretch goal of 30. Let's go. Jarrell, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Uptown Duck. Okay, Jarrell. Okay, I better start doing some of these things. Sheesh. Push up, fancy bites, done. Push-ups next. Sonnet after, and then more wheel spins. Duck, thank you for gifting to Blurnicle Boss, Mika Joku Sarlon, Triway, Joyless Gutson, and Repo. Thank you, Duck. Whew, sheesh. Okay. All right. We're on our way to a level 6. Level what, mage? We're on our way to a level 6 train. Level 6 treasure train. Also, every time I say treasure train, does anyone else think of something else? Because I do. And I can't help it. Oh my gosh, Mage, thank you so much for the 5 gifted to D-Man, Troa Barton, Johnny Raffs, Lizzie Anya, Ninja Bag, and Rizimo. Thank you for the 6 gifted, Marvel Man. I'll do a couple spins for you there for 6 gifted. Whoa, whoa, wow. Otto, our minds are the same. Our minds are the same, aka in the gutter.
Amanda, these wheel spins have a chance to put you into the shadow realm.
These wheel spins are, I might be, if I keep getting fancy bites, we'll see the state of me at the end. I'm gonna be watching The Long Walk and I'm gonna be like in the movie. That might happen. Thank you so much. We're on our way to a level 7 treasure train. Jarrell, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat. Guys, we might have a new stream boss soon. D-Man is currently our stream boss, but they might be dethroned. Aw, thank you. Kimberly, hello, welcome in. John Young says, would you cosplay as Hawk Girl? Yes, I would. We are yapped. Yes, we are yapping. Yap, yap, yap. All right, I'm going to do these push-ups. 5 push-ups, and then a sonnet. Oh my gosh, Mage, thank you so much for gifting to Cali Blula. Thank you, thank you. Ho, ho, he, ho. We got 3 minutes left on this treasure train. I better do these push-ups. Let's do it. Get those gains. If you're at home and you want to push up with me, go for it. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 1 this way. Let's try. Oh, 5. Ugh. Oh, I cannot go that far down with the in push-ups. It just really feels like it's all tries. Is it chest or is it tries? Or is it buys? You decide. Actually, you don't. Science, I think, does. I think that's like biology in our bodies that decides. Okay, all right. What's next? A sonnet? Let me read you a sonnet. And then we got a lot of wheel spins to do. We got 2 minutes left on this treasure train, y'all. What the freaking heck? I hope that chest, mostly? Yeah, okay, so we need to work out the chest. I need to kick people off the chest machines at my gym. I need to be like, you've been here. I'm timing you. My turn. I want to get stronger so I can do push-ups properly. You know that cats try to walk on the escalator? Good exercise for cats if they're trying to, like, you know, walk against the escalator, like go up. Thank you for the hydrate, Lord Monk. Good idea. We're going to be doing some wheel spins for a bit. All right, let me read this sonnet, and then I got a lot of wheel spins to do. And thank you so much, everyone, for the treasure train. We got 1:30 left. We are at level 6 on our way to level 7, I think. is how these things work. And I just want to say thank you so much for getting me to this level. It is crazy. Yeah, if you're like this, what's that? And if you're like this, what's that? They're different for sure. It works different muscles. I have eaten Duncan Mallory. I had a little bit of cheese and I have a bagel. Oh, I have not a bagel. I have a croissant. Did they heat it with butter or did they just put butter on it? I think they grilled it. They grilled it. A grilled croissant with butter, a donut, a tea, 2 teas. So I'm slowly eating. Slowly. Let me get the sonnet for us. Ah. Hey, ay, ay, ay. Wow. 25 seconds left. Thank you so much, everyone. If this is where the treasure train ends, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Duncan Mallory, for checking. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support, both on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much. Jack says it's more chest and biceps for this, because I definitely feel like maybe it's more chest when you go this way, because I definitely feel like I feel it in my tries than bis, because my arms are tucked in. Really, when I'm coming down, that's the thing. It's like I can only go down so far. Going back up isn't as bad, but if I go down too low, then I can't get back up. Because it's like, I just want to like collapse, you know? That's why I feel like this way is more comfortable for me. When I do push-ups like this, I feel that's easier. Congrats, everyone. Thank you so much for the treasure train. Choo-choo. I appreciate all y'all. Hype chests are on the way. I've collected all of the level 6 emotes, so anyone that was there that hasn't collected them all, you will get rewarded. So there are emotes, but I guess I can only start collecting emotes at level 11, which I think is why it showed me that. Because I was like, what? Or level 25. They were like, level 25 you'll get an emote. And I was like, that's so high. I don't think I've ever gotten to a level 25 hype train, but maybe one day. Aw, thank you, Captain America. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's weird because I feel like my biceps, I have strength, but maybe my chest is what's letting me down. We ran that train. All right, let me do this sonnet here for Rapala. A great one of my faves. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes the calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, or the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with his bare bodkin? Who would these fardels bear to grunt and swear under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of? Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard, their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. From Hamlet, obviously. A famous sonnet. A famous sonnet. Or actually soliloquies. Sorry, these are soliloquies, not sonnets. I've been lying to you the entire time. Haha. Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like sonnets are shorter. I don't have a book of sonnets though. So soliloquies, it must be. Unless I were to actually go through my plays, which I have a bunch of individual ones for Shakespeare, and then I also have a massive one. But I thought I had a book of sonnets. I don't think I do though. Maybe I did at one point. Have to go through. I have romantic poetry. Maybe that's where my sonnets are, because maybe in there is some Shakespeare, but also various poems. I could also do love poetry if you guys want. I have a few books on love poetry. Nick, hello, welcome in. How's it going? Well, then that would make sense, Jack. If it's mostly chest, that's probably where the struggle's coming in. Because like I said, all these people always hogging my chess machines. You are welcome, Rapala. Speaking of what dreams may come, have you seen that movie with Robin Williams? Which movie with Robin Williams? I have. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is an amazing play and a very strange but fascinating film as well. I do love that. Salut, Reynard. How's it going? Welcome in. We love a Shakespeare. We love a moment. Really? Amanda, heard someone claim that the American accent is closer to what actors back then in England. I don't know if I believe it though. So back in England, people are saying, Time Lord Guy, that the English actors actually would have sounded more American when they performed, or just like in general? Like, was that the sound they were emulating? What Dreams Must Come. Oh, is the title of the movie. What Dreams May Come. I don't know if I've seen that one for Robin Williams. Let me see. What Dreams May Come. I don't think I have seen that Robin Williams film. Would you recommend it? A fantasy drama. I'm intrigued. I love Robin Williams. He was such a talented performer. Congrats on the Porygon catch. That's a good nab there, Lord Monk. Appreciate y'all interacting with the Pokemon community game. I love to see it in the chat. I love when you guys catch stuff. I want to catch Pokemon. Can I catch them? So we've got... All right, let me do some more spins here. Definitely. Okay, all right, Dichotic. Well, I'll have to check it out. What Dreams May Come. I'll have to give that one a watch. Renelle, welcome back. All right, I'll put my headset back on so I can hear the tunes with you all. Blush is on. We have to do eyeliner, mascara, and what else? Eyeliner, mascara. And I really need to powder my face because I feel so shiny right now. All right, let's do a few spins and then I'll do my eyeliner and then we will do a few more spins. This one's for Jamie. Another soliloquy. This one's for Matt. A positive affirmation for Matt. And for Duncan Mallory. For Duncan, we have another fancy bite. And so it begins. All right, we'll do those backwards, I think. So I'll take the fancy bite. I'll do the positive affirmation. And then I'll read the soliloquy. The last fancy bite. After this, we're moving to fancy sips, y'all. That's where the real trouble begins. Can we give Duck a fancy bite? Duck will be driving, yes.
Can we give Duck a fancy bite?
But I appreciate you asking, Hankel. Thank you for the 100 biddies. We can definitely give Hankel a wheel spin, though. That is the thing we can do. Yeah, Duck can't have... Also, Duck doesn't partake in the fancy bites. He partakes in the fancy sips of the boozy variety. But he's just a booze... He's a booze-only man. He likes the grape juice. Maybe after he gets home. Yeah, we can definitely give him one after he gets home. He will take one in your honor, I'm sure. Duck, will you take a fancy sip later in Hankel's honor?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's do a little positive affirmation for Matt. Renell! Whoa! Thank you so much for the 14 gifted subs. Wow, you did not need to do that, Renell. Thank you so much. How has your day been? You don't have to work today, right? Because I know you were saying you were working a lot this week. So I want to make sure that you're resting. Renell, thank you so much. I'll do a few wheel spins for you after this. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 14 gifted subs. Wowzers. Sheesh. We're at 44 out of 50 Twitch subs today. My goodness. Sheesh. All right, let's do this positive affirmation for Matt. We have I have legit fear of these wheel spins, says Hankel. What are you afraid of, Hankel? Share with us your fears. Eating dinner. Oh, you came back from work. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're eating dinner and hopefully you're getting some good rest in. Thank you again so much for gifting to Puddles, Bones John, Astros Fan, 0 Hour, Mike the Ref, KMBT, Metal Hockey, T Money Mose, Lost Silver Silence, Jaspy, I'm Joe, Andre Nuneho, Dex Effects, Gulcius, and Hixer 520 like. Late dinner. Ooh, that is a late dinner. Well, you worked all day, so you earned it, even if it's late, you know? Duck is a booze hound. Sometimes. A grape juice hound, for sure. Yeah, Captain America, I don't think can get drunk. I think he has that super soldier kind of immunity. Oh, no. I'm so sorry to hear that, Captain America. But you know what? You're not missing much. That's what I would say. Booze is cool, but, you know. Bora, just a reminder of the rules. In chat, please no politics in chat. I don't know if these are actual people or if they're bots, actually. Maybe not. Maybe there are people. Just because that was like the exact same message that someone else sent. But that other person has been in chat before. So I'm a little like, it's interesting because it was like formatted the exact same way. This is just a chatting stream. That's all we're doing, Peter. We're just chatting. All right, bye, Dichotic. Have good sleeps. I hope you get good rest. The exercise. A vampire is hard to keep up with. It's true. It's true. The exercise scares you because you're like, I'll be exercising too. Is that why, Hinkle? Because you've pledged to join me? Rapala, you had dinner once? Nice. Me too. I had dinner once. It was pretty good. It was a good time. All right, let's do a positive affirmation for Matt. And then I'm going to be doing another soliloquy. Let me grab my... Why am I putting my book back? I'll just keep it out. If we're going to be doing some soliloquies. Then eyeliner, then more wheel spins. Matt, thank you so much for being a... You're not here for long. You start work tomorrow at 6:20 a.m.? Okay, Renal. Well, I can do your wheel spins after... I do these things. I'll do your wheel spins. I'll prioritize them if you're leaving soon because I don't want you to miss them. So, Matt, thank you so much for being a member of this community. You are appreciated. You are valued. You are loved. You are respected. I really appreciate all the good vibes you bring to the chat, whether you're chatting with us or you're lurking or you're just hanging out and having a good time. Thank you so, so much for the biddies. And thank you for being just a fabulous member of the community and for supporting myself and everyone here. Thank you so much. You are appreciated, and I really do mean that the stream would not be the same without you. Hopefully you feel valued both within this community and outside of it as well. And know that we appreciate you so much, Matt. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you, Matt. All right. Now, a soliloquy for Jamie. Let's see. Ooh, another banger. I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue. For she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am a man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am a woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie. Little 12th night. That's the only 12th night soliloquy, I believe. Love that one. Love that one. Love 12th night. Such a good play. When I will go, I will tell you. For now, I am here. Thank you, Renelle. I appreciate it. Also, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. Thank you, Renelle. Are we at our sub goal? Did we smash our sub goal? We're 100 bits away. Whoa. Oh, whoa! Yeah, we love the soliloquies. They're so fun. It's nice. It's like a way for me to just act. We should do monologues. Do you guys want monologues on stream? I have so many of them. Oh, who is Cardinal Wolsey? Oh my gosh, Cardinal Wolsey. If we're talking King Henry, a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Time Lord guy is on it. He's got the history in the chat there. Jarrell, thank you so much for the 99-cent super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. So let me do my eyeliner, and then I'm going to do a couple spins for Renelle. And then we will do some mascara, and then we'll do a few more spins. Oh my gosh. Hankel, that scared me. Oh, happy birthday to your kitty. I love that. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Jump scared by the bits.
It is my handsome little man's 3rd birthday today. The most naughty cat on the planet.
I love the like inflection that Gladys gave that. The most naughty cat on the planet. Okay. All right. Okay. I wrote that down. Oh gosh, guys, if I have to do fancy sips, oh, it's going to be a disaster in a good way. Thank you so much for helping me achieve my bits goal. Shall we start a new goal? Let's start a new goal. I don't know why I became Sean Connery, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's how she do. Thank you for the biddies, everybody. I appreciate you. Much love to everyone in chat. Okay. Doing eyeliner and then a few more spins. For Renelle. We'll do a couple spins for Renelle. Thank you everyone for your patience, by the way. I know the spins are on a bit of a backlog, but I hope you don't mind. If anyone does have to go and you have spins, you know, you can always let me know, and I can always do them either next time or I can try to bump them up for you. That's not a problem. I don't know. I don't want to do too much eyeliner, but I also feel like my eyeliner today doesn't even want to go on my eyes for some reason. It's like not, like I want to do a little bit more than this, but it's not really behaving. Are you sleepy, Duck? Hear you yawning.
Let me yawn in peace.
Let you yawn in peace? Okay. Sorry for interrupting your yawning. My apologies. I'm so sweaty right now and I don't even know why. Is it warm in here? Should I turn the fan on? Could be the lights.
It's just the lights.
It's very warm under the lights. The lights. Now I'm just thinking of the other thing that you didn't know was a show. What was that from? The clip that you used? Oh my goodness, Peter. I'm yawning to barf emoji. Whoops, wrong emoji. Aw, thank you, Ernesto, for the kind words. We are in the process of doing the makeup, but it's coming along. Cherry, thank you for the message. I see it, I just can't read while I do eyeliner, but I will get back to the chat in a second. I mean, this is not even, and my eyeliner for some reason is like, it's like melting, but not in the way I want. I don't even know if what I said just makes sense to anyone. Probably not. You know when your eyeliner is melting? You know what I mean? My eyeliner is like kind of melting, like the crayon is. But it's also not like going onto my eye properly. This is lopsided for sure. Okay, well, whatever. I don't care. It could be lopsided. You guys won't notice, right? I won't. Well, I will notice, but I am too observant sometimes for my own good when it comes to my makeup. Try to even it out a bit. It's just like I made this into a fine point. So I wanted to be able to make the eyeliner thin, but then what happened is the tip of the eyeliner, I don't know if you guys can see, started to like melt and just, it's hard to see, but basically the tip that was super pointed just started to like crumble away. Maybe I'm pushing too hard. But I had to because I didn't want to go on my eye. Anyways, eyeliner done, crisis averted, sort of. And now I will do a few more wheel spins for Renault. My vampire light is my enemy. Yeah, as a vampire, light is my enemy. That's probably what it is. I'm melting from the light. Notice what? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Cherry, for the kind words. Oh, no worries, Cherry. I'm so glad to hear that my words had such a powerful impact. Ooh, you get loads of bug bites for being outside at night. Ooh. But you got 2 animatronics. That's sick. I hope you're taking some pictures and some vids for us for the Discord. I want to check out the haunted house when it's all coming together. I have the vapors. Exactly. I'm melting. You're melting. It's Hardaway, Amanda, says Peter. Well, maybe. I don't know about that. How long does the eyeliner take to get out of your eyeball when you have a little accident? Yikes.
That was sent by. I don't even have to tell you.
I know, exactly. I have never gotten eyeliner in my eyeball specifically. I feel like that's hard to do with pencil, but with liquid eyeliner, you could. But it's just liquid, right? So that would just come out. You just cry it out. You can just like wipe it out of your tear duct usually. Ideally, you try to not get it in your eyeball. That's the trick. Don't get any eyeliner in your eyeballs. Keep those eyeliner free. But it is close to your eyeball, so I hear you. I feel you. Okay, let's do a few spins for Renelle. One spin for Renelle. Glasses. All right, put my glasses on. 2 spins for Renelle. Squats. And we'll do 1 for Gothmok, who has been waiting patiently. Squats. All right, 10 squats and glasses. Then we do mascara. Then I'll do a few more. So glasses and 10 squats. We can do that. Are you guys having a fun just chatting stream? I hope so. I'm having a really fun just chatting stream. So thank you everyone for just chatting with me. Here, I'm putting my glasses on. Look at me. Nerd. Living my little nerd life. Eyeliner can go back in the bag. Blush can go back in the bag because we're keeping it light. Not too much blush. Not for Sonya. And then we can also, I could change into my cosplay and come right back as well if people want some Sonya cosplay for the rest of the stream. Once the makeup's done. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to start a new playlist. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I know, Jamie, you said that you were more remote, right? So there's not a lot of people around. So it's just your fam and you. I'm glad you're able to just chat with us here. You're welcome anytime to the Just Chatting streams. I love Just Chatting streams, honestly. I just think they're fun because, like, we just get to hang out, you know? The one fear, of course, whenever you do a Just Chatting stream is that, like, will you be interesting? Will it be interesting? What will you talk about? But that's also why I like to have activities as, like, a backup. And then that way, if, like, no one wants to chat, you can have something you would do. But at this point, I feel like we have enough of an active community that we'd be good. The wheel is evil. Nerd. The wheel is evil, yes. Also, that was me being Duncan Mallory pointing at myself saying nerd. Not me pointing at you saying nerd. Unless you want me to, and then nerd. Nerds see nerds, you know? Nerd squad, assemble. Reynard says, it's pleasing. Well, thank you, Reynard. Also, thanks for being a member, by the way. Dragon Trainer, no, I've never been scuba diving. Thank you, Bora. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Pretty good exercise today. We got some push-ups in. We've gotten some squats in. Thank you, Reynard. I like these glasses. They are my Blue screen glasses. All right, so glasses on, squats complete. Now we do mascara. I gotta take the glasses off for the mascara, I'm sorry. Put them back on in a moment. While I work, I'm so focused on the work that I don't socialize. Well, you're probably a very good and diligent worker then, Jamie. Also, I feel like you usually work late, right? So like, is there a lot of other staff on? Or is it pretty like quiet when you're working at night? I have only worked very social jobs outside of any jobs that are related to me being a performer. And even those jobs are also usually very social. So my jobs were all very involved with people. Nice. Mascara complete. Now we'll do a few more wheel spins. Let's do another couple for Renelle, and then we'll do one for Edekaye. Oh. Then we'll be back to our normal rotation. Feeling cute now. How many accents can I do? I don't know. Probably like around 10-ish, somewhere around there. Thanks, Ernesto. High five. Dragon Trainer, that's Duck. I see the vision with the makeup. Is it coming together? It's very simple. Simple vision. I'm a simple woman with a simple vision. Oh, Renelle, you're always with people, sometimes too many people? Yeah, that sounds like it would be a lot. People in painting their faces. Some people enjoy a good face paint. And I'm one of those people. I love the artistry of makeup. I love the emphasis of makeup. It's fun. It's fun to play with makeup. It's a fun time. But especially if I'm going to be filming content, it's necessary. Fancy sips it is. So one fancy sips. Actually, let me spin. That was for Renelle. This is for Renelle. Ooh, Renelle, would you like to change the background light or my kitty ears light? And if so, or my mic light? Would you like to change a light? And if so, what color should it be? Let me know. What's my favorite look to do for makeup? Actually, I kind of think my favorite look to do is like a subtle look, because I think there's a lot of artistry in making it kind of look like you're not wearing any makeup when you're wearing makeup, if that makes sense. So I think that's one of my favorite ones to do. For a while, I was really obsessed with like natural makeup looks where it just looks like really simple, which might be most of my default makeup, considering that some people when they were coming into chat thought that I already had makeup on. So I feel like I do kind of keep it pretty subtle. But I also love a good winged eyeliner. Put some accents on the wheels as Dragon Trainer. We could put dialect practice. We have some accents over on the Twitch side, but you have to use channel points to redeem them. But yeah, we could do a dialect on the wheel. Maybe I'll swap something out. What should we swap out? All of them to red? Okay, the opposite of what we got. I like it. Going from the cool spectrum to the hot spectrum. And then I gotta do one more spin here for Edekaye. And then I'll grab that fancy bite. Is red your favorite color, Renelle? I think that's red. Let's do another spin. Now we're in the red light. Oh, Edakaye. Is there any lights that you would like to change? I just spun change the light for you. So if you would like, you could change my ears, the mic, the background. Is there a color that you would like to accent maybe some of Renell's red that he has changed everything to? What do you think? It's the default. Red is a great color, honestly. Dialect, yes. Dialect is the more accurate term, I guess, of saying an accent. Dialect, because it's regional, so it would depend on what area you're in. It's just like, you know, people say a British accent, but really there are multiple different types of dialect that would fall under British because it's based on the region. Just don't do the Sean Connery thing for the rest of the stream and we're good. Matt has redeemed a dialect practice, case in point. Rogue. Well, I'll do a Southern. I won't do a Rogue because Rogue would technically be an impersonation, which is a different channel point redemption. I made it specifically because people constantly ask me to do impersonations and I don't like doing them. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll make it a thing, but I'm going to make it expensive. But I'll do something that's in the vein of Rogue. I can do that. Yeah, so Rogue has a bit of a southern accent, and I'm gonna naturally have a little bit of the rasp that Rogue would have. She's technically from Mississippi originally, but some people don't find her accent to be quite so Mississippi. But she's a bit of a southern drawl, southern lady, if you will. And she does have a bit of a rasp in the back of her throat. That's that Lenorzan sound. But I won't be doing that because that, I have it already a little bit because my voice is still a little lost, you know? But I won't be adding it in because technically that would be an impersonation, sugar. You walked more than 18,000 steps, Renell. That's a long way to walk, sugar. That is a long way to walk. I love a good day of walking, though. It's one of my favorite things. Edakaye, did you say what color you wanted? Did you want me to change the color for you? Or do you like the red? Do you want us to keep the red everywhere? You could be changing my ears, you could be changing the microphone, or you could change the background, so it's whatever you like. Norfolk is a tricky one, Reynard. That's where you're from, right? Norfolk? Can I do an English accent? Well, what do you mean, sugar? You mean like a British accent? Or English like American? Can Duck do an accent? He can try. I've heard some of his. They're alright. Normal shift work for you is about 8,000 steps. Yeah, when I used to work, you're good. Alright, well, then we'll just leave it all red for you, sugar. When I used to work at, when I worked in the industry, in service, I would walk so much. I would walk 20,000 steps in a shift. I used to work at a few different places that had stairs. So we'd be going up and down the stairs all evening. And by the end, I would be tired. I'd have some food. I'd be chilling. And it would just be so much exercise, though. I kind of miss that. Obviously, as a streamer, I don't get as much exercise as I used to when I worked in a restaurant because you're constantly moving from place to place. Hello, Renuli. How's it going? Welcome in. How you doing, sugar? Yes, Cherry's brother. How you doing? I don't even know when we started this. I think we got about 2 minutes left. Matt, thank you again for the dialect practice. I guess I gotta get that fancy. I gotta get that fancy sip. And then I will be doing a bit of... Oh, I'll grab my lip balm while I'm up. And then I can do my lip balm. Give a little power. Oh, we gotta do a highlighter. I'll grab my lip balm. We'll do a lip balm. I'll do a few more wheel spins. Then we'll do a little powder. And then we'll pretty much be done. That's the makeup done. Then we can do some other things, you know? We've been doing this for 2 hours. We've just been chatting and doing makeup. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright, hold on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Let me see. This is all I have left. This is all I have left. Which one of these do you think I should? Orange? Alright. Oh, I hope I can open it. There we go. Oh gosh. It's always so sticky. I can't get it. Can you get this for me? Thank you. I just want a little cup. Do we have any cups over there?
Yep.
Should I have one of those cups or the fancy cup? Thank you. Or my cups.
Grab something
In the corner?
in
In the cupboard?
rack.
In the rack.
You done?
Alright, yeah, they're clean. You just clean these ones, thank you. Yep. Thank you, sugar. Alright, we got a drink. Hold on a second. I'll do about 1 more minute of it because I know it was away. Although I'm sure y'all still heard me on the mic. Y'all still hear me on the mic? Oh, Scottish. Alright. It's gonna be rough.
Alright, shush.
Well, we still got 1 more minute. I'll do a little bit and then we can do, well, actually, I don't know how it works. Someone redeems multiple. There should be a timeout on it. Alright, so my Scottish isn't as good. It's one I'm still working on. But I'll give you what I got of it. Because I can't really keep it at the back of my throat how you need to when you're doing a Scottish accent. It's just not a place that my voice wants to sit in. And so I think I just sound more British than Scottish. But they do kind of sound a bit similar. Stream went blurry. That's because my camera doesn't want to focus. Ugh, I need to listen to someone speak. Hold on. Let me mute this for a second. Jarrell, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Sorry, I just gotta... What are you doing? Sisters. I think you said I also don't open up my mouth enough to be Scottish because it's at the back of the throat, but then there's these E sounds that they have in the Scottish dialect that I struggle with. So my Scottish isn't as good as my Irish. And sometimes I just end up going into my Irish. And I think what I also need to do when I do Scottish, I need to drop my voice a bit because I find that the Scottish sounds a little bit lower than my own sound, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Alright, let me play this super chat. Thank you so much, Jarrell. Play it one more time for you because I was listening. to some clips to get a better sound here, which it's coming along. Little bit by little bit. We get a little bit more Scottish as we go in.
One more for the stream, LOL.
Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate, Marvel Man. But see, now I feel like I'm sounding more Irish. But I gotta keep it low. Gotta keep it further back. Then it's more Scottish. Alright, Renelle, have a good one. We did all your wheel spins at least. So that's good. Have good sleeps and have a good day at work tomorrow. We got about 2 minutes left with the Scottish. But I'm doing my best. It's all I can do. The interesting thing with dialects is it's really about finding each sound uniquely and where it sits in your mouth, where it sits in your register, and then also the cadence of the sound, which is something that is important to each dialect, because there's certain ways that different areas tend to speak, and once you get into the rhythm of the speech, then it gets a bit easier, I find. The only one you can do is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, Arnold isn't really a dialect so much as an impersonation. He's got a very particular way of speaking. Irish and Scottish do sound similar. It's true. It's true, Dragon Trainer. But Scottish, I find they tend to go down. And Irish, I find they tend to go a little bit more up. Austrian accent. I've practiced a little bit my German, so I could probably do something with Austria. I'd want to listen a little bit more to the particular sound. I think Austria is a bit more of a softer German sound. Thank you, Marvel Man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting there more as we go, aren't we? Oh, I think our time is actually up on this dialect, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was what you wanted, Hankel, or as close to it as I could get. And thank you so much for the dialect practice. Thanks, guys. Okay, I gotta do more wheel spins. I gotta take that fancy sip. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, those are the dialects. Maybe I'll put an accent on the wheel for my folks over on the YouTubes so that you guys could request. I'll give you the option, you know. I think we've also had the glasses on for 10 minutes, so I think I can take those off. But maybe we do... How about we do Jeff Cuddles or a dialect practice? And that way you guys will have options if I spin that one. So there's an option for our YouTube folks to get that. Am I in a pasta Pomodoro day? No, Vito. This is a just chatting stream, so we're just chatting. I don't sound either like I'm Scottish or Irish, Jack. What did I sound like to you? Thick Canadian accent. Oh, alright. So you want me to do like an imitation of a Canadian accent. Yeah, let me think. That's more, it's gonna be a lot of U sounds. A lot of, see, with the Canadian accent, I feel like I always want to go more into a kind of Irish, so I have to be very careful, you know, when I do an exaggerated Canadian, that I don't go too far with it. But I'll try to keep it here for you, and we'll try to see what we can do with that, eh?
Oh, come on, bud. We gotta move ourselves from going from Calgary to Ireland.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to stay kind of more in Calgary, but not everyone in Calgary sounds like this either, do they? Huh?
You gotta make sure you know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. Oh. See, that's what I mean. Then we go too far, and then we start to drift to Ireland, And it becomes kind of a... It's not really what a Canadian sounds like, but it's because those sounds kind of sit in a similar place for me in my mouth. So I go a little too far with it there. And then I gotta rein it back in. A boot, yeah. But when you say a boot, it's very easy for you to go into a boot, because then now all of a sudden I'm Irish. So I'm drifting. It sits in a similar place for me. So a boot is a hard one to say. I just need to remember to keep the R's real hard, because I think that sounds very, you know, the idea of a fake Canadian sound. I'm sure someone sounds like this in Canada, but I don't know what area that is. It's not really quite Newfoundland. It's not really quite Calgary, is it? It's kind of more, none of these things, but kind of them mashed together in some kind of weird sound. No one that I know sounds like this in Canada. I will say, I don't know anyone over here that be sounding like this in Canada. Minnesota, yeah, you could kind of just go Minnesota with it, I guess, eh?
Minnesota.
Well, I was literally slipping into my Irish before on purpose. Yeah, Jack, that's what I was saying, because an over-exaggerated Canadian accent, it does kind of lean into the well, I mean, and a lot of people from Canada, let me tell you now, a lot of people from Canada, they did be coming from Ireland, so there's something to be said there, isn't there? There's something to be said there for sure.
What's happening?
What? This is my Canadian. Well, this isn't my Canadian. This is no one's Canadian that I know. I also feel like it kind of ends up being, like I just kind of turn into, what was that show that they had where this accent, SCTV? Second City TV, that's what it stands for? See, now I'm really Irish there. You gotta rein that back in. That was too much. We went too far with it. I gotta do more wheel spins though, you know? So we're gonna have to keep doing that while we're trying to do this. And now it's too many things at once.
Also gonna need to get those tickets.
I'll be getting those tickets in a moment. Just be patient. I also feel like I get louder when I do a Canadian accent. I don't know what that's about. We're not... Well, yeah, but no one says about. Funny Canadian sounds very Scottish. Funny Canadian sounds very Scottish. Well, that would also make sense, I guess. Because there's a lot of Scottish people that also came over. We got a lot of Scots. We got a lot of Irish here. But it's also kind of an exaggerated way of speaking. Like, no one really does this cadence, you know? But in Canada, a lot of people do kind of finish something with a little lilt. Like, everything's a question here, you know, eh? So that is kind of a thing, I guess, in some way. Much more French, you're saying, for Canadian? Well, that would be a very specific region of Canada now, wouldn't it? If you're saying French Canadian, that's a totally different accent, you know? So that's a push-ups for duck. So I'll be doing 5 more push-ups. Whoa, I'm gonna be jacked after this stream, eh? Wow. Alright, we did it. That was enough of that. So we can let that one go. La 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 la. No one sounds like that, as far as I know. How's the weather there? The weather is good. It's warm. A high of 23 today where I am. Scottish always sounds more like O. Sounds more O to you. O. What do you mean? Like O? O? I don't know what you mean by that. Like the O sounds. Scottish. Scottish, I think, is just more, like I said, in the back of the throat. You kind of need to swallow all your words and keep it really broad when you come forward with a sound. But everything else, you're swallowing it, kinda. But you say I don't sound Scottish when I'm doing it. So maybe I'm really far off there. Trying to roll my R to see if that felt right, but it doesn't feel right. But you don't know until you try. That's the fun of dialects. Just make funny sounds till something sounds right to you, and listen to a lot of things. But what do I know? Maybe my accents aren't very good. I think some of them are. I think my Irish is pretty good. My British is pretty good too. Depending on the region, obviously. Can't do every region. There's a lot of accents over in England and in the UK at large. So that is a be kind. So we have push-ups for Duck, a be kind for Jarell, and let's do one more. I think I took my sip, but I'm gonna take a fancy sip with my pinky out because I don't remember if I did that. One more for Mage. So push-ups, be kind, and more push-ups. Oh, good Lord. Exercise is good for the body. It's true, but 20 push-ups in one stream is a lot for me. I'm not going to be going very far down. Push-ups again, I know. So we got to do 10 push-ups and a be kind. So let's be kind to ourselves. I'm going to say, I love that I'm willing to do this many push-ups, even if I'm not going to be able to do them fully at all. But I love that I try. Never stop trying. How is the weather here? The weather's pretty good. Oh, I already answered this question. Also, hi, Vito. Thanks for being a member, by the way. I don't know if I've said that to you today. Canadians sound the same way in the USA. What do you mean? Like they sound American? Canadians? It depends on the area, but we do have different sounds. They're just not as exaggerated as people think they are. They're more subtle. Things like, you know, people call me on it sometimes when I say process. I think sometimes I say process. I also say process though. Process I feel like is very Canadian. Process is very American. Process is very Canadian. Sorry is very Canadian. Sorry is very American. Sorry. But sorry is American. Sorry is Canadian. We say sorry and process. Y'all say process and sorry in the States. All right. Everyone, I would encourage you to also be kind to yourself and say something kind about yourself, or say something kind to someone around you, or say something kind to someone in chat. Or you don't have to say it. You can just whisper it to yourself quietly. You don't have to share it in chat. You can also just think it. But with the Be Kind wheel spins, I always encourage us to all do it together as a community because it's good for your brain. Make me. All right, I will, Eric. You want to go? You want to fight? Okay, let me do these 10 push-ups. And then we will add highlighter on. And then lip balm. And then 3 more wheel spins. Well, actually, we'll just finish them out. We have 5 left. And then we're all caught up. All right, 10 push-ups. Good Lord. What did I sign up for when I put this on the wheel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My form is suffering. 8, 9, 10.
You did it!
The last 3, I did it the other way. I didn't go as low. But I honestly can't. Can't go as low that way. I'm just gonna fall down. I can feel it. But that's good. If you can feel it, means it's working. Means it's working. Okay, I hope we get squats, no more push-ups, please, Lord. Maybe we'll put dialect there. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna swap it out. I think I've done enough push-ups today. I think I've earned a bit of a rest for push-ups. Just grabbing a paper towel. Be right back. You know. The thing about wheel spins, you know. That's the other sound you can kind of do. You could kind of just do a Letterkenny sound. Letterkenny's like an exaggerated accent, but they're more grounded at least than something like SCTV. I'll sick Lucy on Eric? Yeah, I'll call Lucy. Oh, Eric, are you saying you can... Oh, you'll take Lucy on. I thought you were saying I could take Lucy on. I'm like, I'm gonna tell her you said that. Oh my goodness. What? What did I say? What do you mean? What did you say, Jack? I don't think you said anything. What do you mean? What? What do you mean? What did you say? Thanks, Jarell. Thanks as well for being a member, by the way. And thank you, Reynard, for being a member. I think I already said that to you today, Reynard, but in case I didn't. Oh, sounds like it's coming from the back of the throat, so yes. Oh, okay, so we kind of are saying the same thing then. Yeah, it's hard for me to sit in that place, so I think that's the thing I really struggle with my Scottish accent, is like staying back here. It feels so weird to me. I gotta do it more. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get, and then it gives you a lot more range to really play. Like the Lily Palmer? Bora? Or like that was just her name? Can you do Klingon? Oh my goodness, that would be an interesting dialect. Klingon would be interesting. There's definitely a sound there, I think. Just manifest my inner Worf, basically. Okay, so we did all of those. Oh my gosh, my arms are sore. Okay, let me wipe. Let me add dialect here. Dialects on the wheel. So it's another way you can get it instead of with channel points. But if you're watching on Twitch, you also have channel points, obviously. Darth Nick, hello. Does it make me dizzy looking at it? I don't really look at it that much. I mean, I guess I'm looking at it on the camera, but no, not really, Dragon Trainer. All right, let's do 5 more wheel spins. Oh, but before we do, here, I'll do my lip balm and my highlighter. And then the makeup is finally done. And then we can... do some other stuff. Also, should I put on my Red Sonja cosplay now? Or wait till after stream? First things first, we'll buy the tickets because I know Duck is like, we need to get those tickies. Whew. You haven't read her book yet? Or are you guys talking about, does Becky Lynch have a book? Much love to the mods. We love the mod appreciation. Yes, thank you, Marvel Man, for our mod appreciation. Much love to our mods. Klingon? Klingon with a K. K-L-I-N-G-O-N. Klingon. Why did I say that like I was at a spelling bee? That's how you spell Klingon. From Star Trek, Dragon Trainer. Oh, thank you, Geekonomicon. I really appreciate it. Let's all hang in there together, yeah? All of us on YouTube. We're all rocking it. And I know YouTube is actually a platform that does try to fix stuff on its platform. So at least there's that. eventually, I'm sure things will get resolved if they're hurting creators and the platform. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Jamie, thank you for the clip. Oh my gosh. I need to watch that right now. Hold on. Let me see. Gonna react to this clip in real time. Here's me reacting to a clip of myself. I did it the other way. I didn't go as low. But I honestly can't. Go as low that way. I'm just gonna fall down. I can feel it. That's good. If you can feel it, means it's working. It's working. Wow. I love that. That is pretty fun. That was a good clip. Thank you. It's working. It's working. I really should be sharing these on TikTok or something. I don't know. Is that a thing people do? Probably. Do they get views? Probably. I don't know. How do you guys say that in the US? Probably. Probably? No, actually, I'm probably saying it more American when I say that word. That's weird. The way I speak, too, when people say, like, you sound Canadian or you don't, I'm like, we can't use my voice. It's weird. I don't think I have a normal Canadian dialect. Whatever that is. I don't think mine is normal. I'm just gonna say, I think I sound like a weirdo. Apparently Hamlet is better in the original Klingon? What? I've never read it in Klingon. I can't read Klingon. I'm a bad Trekkie. Time Lord Guy says, me and Reynard won't torture you by making you do our regional accents. I appreciate it. Although, you know, I bet if I listen to it a bunch, I could get somewhere at least in the spectrum. I just need to listen to a ton of it. Florence Pugh struggled with the Norfolk accent. And Florence Pugh already has a leg up on me because she already is, you know, British, I believe. So she's already in the spectrum. At least. I'm coming from the outside. Although at least we have some kind of stuff. I don't remember how I found you, on TikTok or through Casually Comics. I don't know, Robert Diaz. A lot of people found me through Casually Comics though. So it's very possible. It's very possible that's how you found me. I love Sasha. Sasha and I are actually, we were gonna shoot something today, but we ended up having to reschedule. But next week, I think, we're gonna be working on some content together, so stay tuned, stay tuned. If YouTube wasn't called YouTube, what do you think it would be called? I don't know. Nice, Geekonomicon. Well, thanks for coming over as well to my channel from the top 10 stuff. I appreciate that. We do love weirdos here. It's true. I just did a survey from Twitch about clips and where you share them. I think they may integrate sharing them more easily or give some incentive for viewers. Yeah, you can share them really easily actually from Twitch from Twitch to TikTok and to YouTube. It's really easy to export them. The only thing with YouTube, the reason why I like to upload them individually, I like to upload from my mobile because then you can actually select the thumb from what's in the video. If anyone here is a fellow content creator on YouTube and they've wondered how you can actually customize your thumbnail with shorts, you just have to upload it from your mobile phone. And then once you upload it, it'll give you the option to edit the thumb in the corner. But you can't upload an entirely new image like you can with Instagram or TikTok. TikTok you can choose from your camera roll, which I wish YouTube would implement. I think they don't because I don't think they trust that people are gonna upload like actually relevant thumbs. But then just, you know, if those people aren't uploading relevant thumbs, like, I don't know, penalize them if you want. But also it's your choice if you want your thumb to be relevant or not. That's kind of a content creator's choice. So I don't know really why they're policing it, but I'm sure they could add it at any time, to be honest with you. All right, let's do 5 more wheel spins. And then let's do some language stuff. No, let's buy tickets, then let's do language stuff. Then let's look at things together. I got a tarot card. That is for Marvel Man. Marvel Man, could I pull a tarot card for you? And what question would you like to ask the tarot, or is there an area of life you'd like me to focus on? You got me from YouTube. I was doing an MJ cosplay. Nice, Marvel Man. Squats for Mage. And for Hankel, Jeff cuddles. Hankel, which Jeff would you like cuddled? Tarot, squats, Jeff cuddles. Glasses. Oh, will they all be different? For Jarrell. Thank you again, Jarrell, for the super chat. Glasses. Back on. Oh, wait. Actually, I have to do one more for Jarrell after this. So we have a Jeff Cuddles, a tarot for Marvel Man. Absolutely. Will the rest of the year be a good one? Right. So I'll just pull a card sort of more manifesting what will the rest of the year be like for you. That way it's a little bit more open-ended. Crom, I've never prayed to you before. Let me see. I don't mind as long as it's while you do the squats with me. All right, sounds good. I will cuddle a Jeff while we do the 5 squats. I already got the glasses. Was there something else I missed? Glasses, Jeff cuddles, squats, and the tarot for Marvel Man about the year. So we'll do the tarot, we'll do the squats and Jeff cuddles. I got the glasses on, so 2 more spins here. Hankel, this is another one for you. A tarot card. Hankel, is there something you would like me to ask the tarot for you? Or would you like me to just pull kind of a card and we can kind of see what we think that means? Or is there like an area of your life you'd like me to focus on? And then finally, last spin, Jeff cuddles. Jarrell, that one was for you. So is there a Jeff you would like cuddled? Pool party Jeff or regular Jeff? Or should I just cuddle both Jeffs at the same time while I do the 5 squats? And I will, I think, do the 5 squats with the Jeff cuddles and then pull a tarot card from Marvel Man and then pull one for Hankel. If you want Hankel. Actually, maybe I'll pull, I'm still working on my wording with the tarot questions. All good, Marvel Man. I can make those little adjustments for folks. Both Jeffs. All right. So let's do 5 squats with both Jeffs, cuddling both Jeffs, and then I'll ask about Marvel Man's year, and then Hankel, if you have a question for the tarot, just let me know. All right. You guys good in there? Here we go. 5 squats. 1, 2. I wish they were weighted. 3. Then I can hold the Jeffs out. 4. While I'm doing squats. 5. Or even just have them here, actually. Center would actually probably be better. If I held them out, that would be better for my arms. 5 squats. We're getting jacked. Hugh Jackman. That's what they called me. That's why they call me Hugh Jackman. Ah, okay. What is your calling in life? Ooh, that is an intense question. I love it. I can definitely ask the tarot for you. See what it comes up with. So Marvel Man wants to know how the rest of their year will be, and Hankel would like to know about what their calling in life is. Cool. Let's do it. 1 card from the Agatha deck. And then we will get those movie ticks. And thank you again, everyone, for all the support today. I appreciate your patience while I was doing those spins. I can't believe we have 44 subs today on Twitch. 44 subs, a good number of super chats, some biddies. No YouTube members yet, but many YouTube members in chat. So I appreciate all of you guys. We like the glasses. The glasses are a good vibe. No problem, Hankel. It's my pleasure. We also do still have a tarot stream that will be coming up. Is 30 grams of protein considered a lot? Yeah, I think 30 grams is a lot. Like, not too much, but like, if you're trying to, like, focus on protein in the meal, 30 grams of protein is good. It depends on your, like, height and weight, I think, as to, like, how much protein people say you should have. But yeah. All right, let me see. So, Marvel Man wants to know about their year. So, what will Marvel Man's year, what will the rest of Marvel Man's year be like? What will the rest of Marvel Man's year be like? What will the rest of Marvel Man's year be like? What will the rest of Marvel Man's year be like? What will the rest of Marvel Man's year be like? The rest of Marvel Man's year. You huge and jacked, man. You guys doing a couple's costume for Hallows Eve? Who? Me and Duck? Well, we do have Reed and Sue, so we might walk around and hand out candy, or not walk around, maybe stay put. It depends. It depends. We sometimes go to help the parents hand out candy. Duck's parents are my parents. Go hang out at the parents' place and hand out candy for them. And I like to dress up. So we got for you, Marvel Man, the 8 of Cups, which I actually got a while ago. Just drop in a box. Don't worry about that. My box can get dented, did it? No, it's all good. Good. I like the box. It's really pretty. Which we actually got for a while ago, I think. For someone else in chat. But I'll read it again. It's basically about kind of letting go of things. So it's stagnation, withdrawal, and letting go. Miss Davies lies still and silent on the kitchen counter. Behind her, cracks slither across the glass as water gushes into the beach house. The coven is torn. Some witches cling to Mrs. Davis, while others scramble to find an escape. A cluster of wine glasses remain upright in the corner. Unlike in the 5 of Cups scene, when they were tipped and shattered, this card signifies that your intuition is right. Something is irreparable here. Although your cups may still be upright, a force deep within you knows that it's time to move on. Go ahead and feel the sorrow that comes with an ending, but don't let it hold you back. You still have more to face on this journey. So the 8 of Cups is kind of all about, like, feeling like maybe you're a little bit stuck, and in order for you to actually progress, you need to release something. So I don't know, Marvel Man, if there's maybe something in your life you've been considering moving away from for the rest of the year, or if you feel like there's something that's kind of holding you back in some way. But my suggestion to you, if this does speak to you, would be to kind of tap into what that is. Try to feel what's making you feel like you're plateauing in some way, and then try to, like, just let it go. So if you're an honorary Duck, does that make Duck an honorary McKnight? I don't know if I'm an honorary Duck. Duck, am I an honorary Duck?
Huh?
Am I an honorary Duck?
You're quackers.
Quackers?
Yeah.
I think that means I'm close enough. AM? Oh, Amanda McKnight. That is me. I wasn't sure if you were saying the AM period, like as in like AM in the morning. Zach, welcome in. Thank you for calling me a sexy Canadian lady, eh? Eh? I'd say so, eh? I'm all right, I guess. I think I mostly am kind of a weird lady, but we'll take sexy every now and then. Sometimes that speaks to me. Thank you for saying so. So yeah, there you go. I'm quackers, so maybe I'm honorary. I would let Duck be an honorary McKnight if he wanted to. McKnight's a cool name, you know? That's a cool name. Do I write these down when I do wheel spins? Sometimes. I often just remember them. I used to work as a server, and I'm also an actor. Really, I think as an actor, my memory is pretty crazy. Duck can probably attest. He's seen me memorize lines really fast. Or at least I think it's pretty fast. I don't know. Duck, how's my line memorization?
Pretty fast.
Pretty fast? Yeah, I'm pretty good at remembering words. Numbers, not so much. Numbers get jumbled in my brain. Like, I can probably remember the numbers you told me, but if you were like, what order were those in, Amanda? I'd be like, oh, shoot, I don't know. Ooh, 5, 8. It's like they all get jumbled in my head. But words are like, especially if I can give meaning to what I'm saying, it really is easy for me to remember, like, anything. The only thing I struggle with sometimes is if I'm doing like an ad read for something and I have to memorize it and it's very like, it's all copy. That can be challenging, but that's because like, why am I saying that? No one speaks like this. But you can still find ways. You have to kind of think of like how it all leads into each other. Logically. Or at least for me, that's how my brain works with memorization. Okay, so Henkel, you wanted to know about your purpose in life. So let's see. What is Henkel's purpose in life? 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 So I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to look up what it is, but the second card is also really speaking to me. So I just kind of want to see what it is. I'm only pulling one card because that's what I said I'd do to make it fair. But I'll tell you what the second card is. It's the Two of Wands. So if you want to look that up, Henkel, the second card in this was also calling to me. It's the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. Interesting. So Three of Wands, this is your one card that I pulled. Let's see what the Three of Wands has to say. Protection, defense, taking a stand. The demon curse is on the move. As it swoops through... Wait, no, I'm at the wrong one. Three of Wands, not Seven of Wands. Recognition, trailblazing, trust. That sounds more in line with what you asked. Jen, Agatha, and Rio look at themselves in the mirror. They've just stepped inside of the recording studio, yet they've already transformed. Examining their flowing frocks and bell-bottom jeans, they're reminded yet again that the road is unpredictable. This trial will be different from the last. They can trust only the true version of themselves beneath the ever-changing wardrobe. This card calls you to trust the foundation you've built and go for it. You know who you are on the inside. Now it's time to trust yourself and expand your horizons. Adventure awaits. Interesting. So my interpretation of that and what I think the card is saying to you is that you yourself, Henkel, already kind of know where you need to be, but maybe you are a little bit afraid of committing to something because it is not in line with where you think you should be, but this is already something that you have a foundation for. So I would say there is something in your life maybe that you've been working toward for a long time. Maybe it's a hobby that should become a career. Maybe it's, just like, because you said purpose in life. So that could be a lot of things. It doesn't have to be job focused, obviously. It could be something or a place that you've always wanted to go to, but you felt limited or held in place by maybe family or other people in your life or just your work. And I think what this is trying to say to you is like, whatever that deep desire that you've had for a long time, that whispering to you that has been telling you, you know, this is what I want to do. I think you know what it is. And I think that is your purpose. You just need to be fearless and go for it, and it'll happen for you. And the second card I kind of took a peek at, and I think that kind of ties in with what I'm saying with this one. Your second card was Two of Wands. But yeah. Oh my goodness, you read for a sped up ad for tryptophan or something and it's a list of like all the side effects. Yeah, exactly. If I had to memorize that. A lot of the times for things like that, because it's voiceover, you actually just get to read it off the script. Like whenever I do voiceover auditions, I don't have to memorize anything technically. Obviously, it's helpful for you to be familiar, but that is a plus of voiceover stuff. Henkel, let me know if that speaks to you. I'm so glad that it helps, Marvel Man. I'm so glad that it helps. That's great to know. I'm glad that it spoke to you. Duck's parents are your parents, your siblings, or friends? We are not siblings. Or are we? Duck could be my brother. He's like my brother. But is he really my brother? Jarrell says, the father of Superman I am. Is that you, Jarrell? The father of Superman? Respect. Is that what you're dressing up as for Halloween? What is everyone being for Halloween? Is anyone dressing up? What are you dressing up as? Anyone going to any cool parties? Duck is a gentleman, so he would say milady. McKnightsy pants. Actor, were you in any movies and shows? I've been in plays. I've been in movies and shows. Yes. Yeah, we also did do a co-op stream with Lucy. It was super fun. My cat earphones. Yes. And on YouTube channels as an actor as well. All right. Top secret over here, Amanda. I like a little bit of mystery. Nothing wrong with a little bit of mystery. You might stay in this year. You might basically hermit up for the winter. Oh, you're saying for Halloween. When you said stay in this year, I thought you meant like the rest of the year because of what your question was, Marvel Man. Right, so stay in for Halloween and not go out. It's on a Friday this year, which is pretty exciting. Ah, you recently started dating again, Peter. Nice. Are you and your partner going to be dressing up for Halloween? I will say, I think my favorite costume that Duck and I have ever done together, other than Haru and Psyduck. Crazy Dad, thank you so much for the sub. Happy 2 months to you. Thank you, Crazy Dad. I appreciate you. Let me do a wheel spin for you. We did Ponyo and Sasuke, and that's one of my favorites. I do not have enough pictures of that, but I think there might be some on my Instagram. But yeah, we were Ponyo and Sasuke, and it was so fun. But I also love our Haru and Psyduck. We just started watching Pokemon Concierge last night. I need to finish the first episode of the second part of season 1. But, oh my gosh, it's so good. It, like, warms my heart. I can't wait to do a video over on Pokemanda about it. Let me do a wheel spin for you, Crazy Dad, and then I'm going to buy these tickets. You have another date Saturday. Ooh, that's very exciting, Rapala. I hope you have a great date. We got Be Kind. All right, everyone, in honor of Crazy Dad, I would like you to all be kind to yourself, be kind to someone around you, or be kind to someone in chat. That's always nice. You can just say it aloud in the room you're in. You could type it and share it with us. You could whisper it quietly to yourself, or you could just think it in your head and think, that's a good thing about me, or that's a good thing about someone else. Manifest some good vibes, you know what I mean? Arcade Pilot, thank you for the kind words about my cat ear headset. I love this headset. It's so good. It's from Yowu, not sponsored, but they do make some nice headsets. And also, shout out to Michael for gifting this to me. Crazy Dad, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. You did not need to do that. What the heck? Thank you. Thank you for gifting to Teru Red, the Mew. Oh, my friend Chris. Dan421NJ, Opinionated Fairy 6669, and Jamal Breezy. Thank you so much, Crazy Dad. I will do a couple wheel spins for you. Thank you. You needed to be kind. Yeah, being kind is good. Being kind is great. Let's be kind to ourselves. I'm going to say something kind about myself. I really like my nose. It's cute, I think, and I like it. So, yeah. Duck, are you good over there? Are you sighing?
Gotta plug in my laptop.
He's gotta plug it in. He's like, ugh, plugging it in. Plug it in, plug it in. All right, let me do a couple more spins for you, Crazy Dad. But thank you for the 5 gifted. I do appreciate when we have someone that wants to enter the group of the 5 gifted subs. There are a few people here that drop those 5s now and then, and I really appreciate y'all. Y'all help me to do things like pay rent, so that's important, and it's good. You know, living in a military bunker, it ain't cheap. It should be, though. Actually, it's pretty reasonably priced, I will say. Things are well priced, I think, considering the rest of the city. Positive affirmation for Crazy Dad. And let's see, some Jeff cuddles. Crazy Dad, I got 2 Jeffs here. I got a pool party Jeff, and I got original Jeff. And there are also some other plushies in my frame that you may see. Is there a special Jeff that I could cuddle for you between those 2? Or if there's another plushie that you see in the frame that you like, that you can name or that you could just describe, I could also cuddle that one. I have a lot of plushies, and this is only some of them. Pool party Jeff. All right, let's do it. All right, and let me do a positive affirmation for you, Crazy Dad. Crazy Dad, thank you for being a dad and also for being crazy, because we need both of that in the world. You know, it is very magical to father anyone in life. It ain't easy being a dad, so I appreciate you coming in here and taking some time out of your busy day to hang with us and share some good vibes. And I'm glad that the Be Kind spoke to you. That always makes me happy. We do try to keep the vibes as positive here as we possibly can, because goodness knows it's tough in this world, is it not? So I hope that good things are coming your way, or that you are already in the midst of them, my friend. You are loved, you are valued, you are kind, you are respected, both hopefully within this community, but also outside of it as well. And thank you so, so much for the 5 gifted and for being here with us. The stream would not be the same without you, and I mean that. Thank you, Crazy Dad. Helps when you're a parent to be crazy. I agree. I think sometimes you kind of have to be crazy to be a parent, am I right? It's like, it's a whole state of being, man. It like completely changes, I think, everything being a parent. I have a lot of friends that have kids, and it is such a wild ride. It is so amazing and yet so insane to like create or just even care for other beings in that way. All right, let me cuddle Jeff. Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
I'm just a baby.
Hard for me to do when I'm losing my voice, actually, because it's like a higher, I gotta go to that upper register when I'm doing my Jeff voice. But yes, thank you so much for the wheel spin, Matt. For the wheel spin, Crazy Dad. Losing. I feel like I need to lubricate my voice. I'm gonna have some water. And then let's get these tickets, yeah? I think the other card suggests the opposite of going for it. Maybe I have to ask again on your other tarot stream. So my interpretation of the other card was more that you need to plan, like you do need to think about how it can be implemented, and maybe that's kind of also part of what's holding you back. That was my interpretation of how those work together, is like one is saying go for it, but the other one's just reminding you that, like, you know, don't throw all caution to the wind, still think it through, and if you create those plans, it might help you to feel more secure in going for it. But I only looked at it like a little bit, so I could be wrong. But definitely ask in my tarot stream when we do that. We are going to be having a tarot stream coming up, hopefully later this month. Once the community marathon is done from the subathon, then I'm going to try to like get to all of the streams that we unlocked and the interview with a vampire watch along party. I just want to make sure my time flows with that, and I also want to plan some more collabs and stuff because they're fun. Okay, I'm gonna get these ticks. For the movie. And then I wanted to see, do you guys know if you can do Duolingo like on stream? Has anyone ever seen anyone do their like daily duo on stream? Because I can do it on my phone, but I was wondering if it's possible. Yeah, interview with a vampire. So we have an ASMR stream, a tarot stream, interview with a vampire, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then our current goal right now over on Twitch and on YouTube is if we get to 100 members on YouTube. Let me check where we're at. So right now we are sitting at... Right now we're sitting at 69. Hey, right now we're sitting at 69 members. So if we get to 100 members, or on Twitch, we are currently at 386 subs. So if we get to, I think it's 550 because things do yo-yo. A yo-yo-yo, they do yo-yo. Yeah, so if we get to 550, so we're a ways out now because it has gone down, then we will unlock our next baking stream. I want to do a big Halloween baking stream in October. So if we get to 550 before the end of the month, then we'll do that. Finally gonna eat some stuff. All right, bye, Reynard. See you later. I sound like Stitch when I do my Jeff voice. Jeff does kind of sound like Stitch. So that makes sense. Duck, will you do your Stitch voice for us? Will you come closer?
I'm trying to
Duck
work.
does the best Stitch.
I'm trying to work. Let me finish it. Ohana means letting me finish. Please.
Oh my goodness. What movie am I gonna watch? The Long Walk. The Long Walk. Yo, Jurassic World Rebirth is still in theaters? Fantastic Four First Steps is still in theaters. That's good. Naked Gun is still in theaters. There's a lot of cool things in theaters that I can still see that I wanted to see before. I'm going to watch The Long Walk. I'm going to film that review. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to watch Peacemaker. I'm going to film that review.
Well, you can tell people what's coming out soon because it's officially done.
Wow. I think I was saying earlier, Ohana means one more spin.
Ohana means one more spin.
All right, let's do it, Ankle. Another spin for you. Positive affirmation. right, Hankel, let's do a positive affirmation for you. So, I will say to you, Hankel, thank you so much for being an amazing member of the community and for your constant support and for just being a badass and actually exercising with me when I do it on stream. That, my friend, is badass, and that is why you're a cool person. So thank you so much for being here with us and just for being a lovely member of the community. You are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated, you are respected. Hopefully not just within this community, but also outside of it as well. And thank you so, so much for being here with us in stream today, Hankel. Truly, it would not be the same without you. Thank you for the 100 bits, Hankel. Thank you. I would secretly hide out and live in a movie theater if I could. Oh, so would I, Jamie. Let's all go live in movie theaters together. We could be a little movie theater commune. This sounds like it would be a fun movie, but only we'd probably have to be younger for it to be a really entertaining movie. Like, I'm imagining this as a kids movie where we're all like 8 and then we all like are runaway kids that live in the movie theater. Did anyone else ever want to like live in a mall? Because I definitely felt that. It's probably because of X-Men the animated series, but still. Do you want to be higher up, Duck, or lower down?
Huh?
Higher or lower?
For what?
For the movie.
I don't know. Whatever you feel is best. As long as we're not in the front row.
We won't be in the front row, but it's, do you want to have people in front of you? Do you want to be around people? Because right now, the seats that I would pick that are higher up, there's people.
There's so many open seats. Why would you
Well, yeah.
pick?
Well, I could be a little bit more off to one side. Do you like that?
Yeah. I don't like people.
Well, I know, but that's what I mean. If we sit up, there's going to be people everywhere. It just is what it is.
Get them out of here.
Well,
Just go to the side.
okay. Well, I don't know. There's people now surrounding us, but only diagonally, not orthogonally. So I think I'm okay with that. Diagonal people, not as bad as orthogonal people. And honestly, people aren't really a problem. It's more just like, will they be people that know how to behave at the movies or no? Because most people, in my experience, when we go to the movies lately, forget that like you have to behave yourself. And they'll be like on their phone the whole time. And you're like, oh my gosh. So I have trauma. At one point, when we went to go see, did I ever tell this story? When we went to go see the Amy Winehouse movie, Back to Black, there were people that literally were singing with Amy in the theater. And I was like, nah, 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 nah. Look, this movie is a travesty, but let's not disgrace it even further by making this some kind of weird sing-along. This was not a sing-along. I came to watch the film. Shush. There's a time and a place for a sing-along, and it's called a sing-along screening. Like, where you just had K-pop Demon Hunters had a sing-along screening. Then you sing along. When we went to go see the Taylor Swift concert in the theaters, people sang along, and I was like, that's fine. It's concert vibes. But nah, 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 nah. Shush. That's what I was thinking. Oh. Oh. Aw, Hankel. Well, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the positive affirmation. You can live in converted mall communities. Oh, why aren't we all doing that right now? I need to move there. Cookies or cake, Amanda? Ooh, I want to make cookies, I think. But I don't know. We might do a poll so everyone could decide over on the Discord. Any horror movies to watch in October? Or, well, in terms of what's coming out? Or you mean like in terms of like classics, Nick? Okay, so the tickets have been acquired. Now let me see if I can do something where I can...
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now let me see if I can do something where I can do my duo on chat. I love that. You wanted to live in a Toys R Us as a kid? I love that. Did I see the live action of How to Train Your Dragon? No, I didn't, but I wanted to. I'm still hopefully going to watch it. Positive affirmation with an accent. Here's the fun part. I technically always have an accent. And so do you. Diagonal and orthogonal. Orthogonals like this. Diagonals like that. Orthogonal. Diagonal. Tickets. Are those little dancing gobos? Goblin Jam. Is that an unlockable emote? Goblin Tengu is the artist. Limited time only emote. That's a great emote, Marvel Man. Time Roller, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, Cherry, you gotta put that bug spray on. Be careful. With me, when I put bug spray on, bugs still want to bite me. It's crazy. Oh, I love that, Cherry. Thank you. I'm so glad that the positive affirmations brighten your day. Black Phone is coming out. Yeah, classics. We're going to be doing a watch along on the Patreon that I think will be horror. But I'll also probably watch some horror films, yeah. I kind of want to catch up on some American Horror Story. Sonic, welcome in. Sonic, how are you? I missed you. I foresee more streams themed this. Yes, we may do some more just yapping streams. I do like to yap, and yapping is so fun. Honestly, I love a just chat stream.
We need to be out of here by 5:40, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Duck is telling me I'm getting close to the end. Okay, guys, we can do probably one more thing. I did want to go through Crystal Castle's tarot, so let me do that. And then we'll see what time it is. Because I do still kind of want to try to film some stuff. So I need to be conscientious of my time. Yeah, it's Sonic. Just rolling by in life. As you do, Sonic. As you do. Time Roller. This is the bet. We need to pin this. We need to put this on a shirt. Can I put this on a shirt? Because this is the best quote I've ever seen to explain orthogonal and diagonal. And as you are also a board gamer, you know that orthogonal is such a board game word. Only us board gamers use it. So this is like a marriage of two beautiful things. Our love of comics and our love of gaming. So what Time Roller just said to explain it to you, Dragon Trainer, in the YouTube chat, if you aren't aware of like orthogonal, is think of it this way. Fantastic Four, right? The four, that's orthogonal, the way the lines go. And X-Men is diagonal. Perfect. Because the X is a diagonal. I love that. Best quote ever. I will cherish this moment. You'd hate to be bored playing games? Yeah, that's fair, Eric. I personally love being bored when I play games, but I know it's not for everybody. Thank you, Sonic. Yeah, I hope the filming will go well. Hopefully I'll give myself enough time. That's a classic Amanda problem. All right, let's look at Crystal Castle's tarot that they shared. And where is that? In compliment corner. Marvel Man, thank you for the deep breath. Also, sorry, I realized I should probably put my filter on in case anybody has misophonia. I think I'm saying that right. And is bothered by the sound of eating. I know some people really don't like that. Sorry for eating in your ear. So, that is in compliment corner. But first, let's take a deep breath. All right, everyone take a deep breath with me. Let us breathe in. Feet Lovers Pizza, what's up? How's it going? Welcome into the chat. Thanks for the first time chat. Everyone agrees that diagonal trumps orthogonal? That diagonal is better than orthogonal? Oh, you mean X-Men is better than Fantastic Four? Yeah, I would have to say. Comics-wise, yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Although I do love the FF. They're great, too. Okay, let's take this deep breath together. Everyone, breathe in with me on a count of 4. Hold it. Dick Grayson, welcome in. Release for 4. Hold for 4. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. And release for 4. Ooh, I love a little box breath. It just feels so right, doesn't it? Okay, so now we're going to look at this tarot reading. All right. Let us look here. Whoa, what did I do? 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 I don't know. That was like, I'm just making up songs now. Welcome to just chatting, I guess. Ooh. Is that what people wanted? I don't know, but it's what they're getting. We love a little deep breath break. They're always so good. We need to add yoga breaks. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so I'm going to switch over here so that we can take a look at this tarot reading that Crystal Castle sent over in the Discord for me. Thank you so much, Crystal Castle, for sharing this and for letting me share it with people on stream. I appreciate you doing a tarot card reading for me. Jarrell! Okay, last one for my other little sis tomorrow. Oh, nice. Yeah, is it your sister's birthday tomorrow, Jarrell? Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat.
Last one. For my other little sis tomorrow.
Aww. I'm gonna do a wheel spin for you. How old are your sisters, by the way? If you don't mind sharing. You totally don't have to, though. Fancy bites. Oh, boy. Cheers to you, Jarrell, and to your sister. I'm a sang or sing writer now. That's true. I would agree with that, Time Roller. All right, so Crystal Castle sent this awesome tarot card reading. This is what I got from this tarot reading. By the way, first pattern I noticed, all cards were pentacles / coins. With anything to do with universal weight tarot decks, you look at the card and see the patterns in the card. What are the people doing in the card? What is happening in the background? The pattern of each individual card. I did a 3-card reading. Amanda seeks business guidance. And so we got for self, 3 of coins. For situation, Page of Coins. For challenges, Ace of Cups. Ooh, I like this spread. That's cool. There's more to your situation. Oh yeah, this is just saying like you can pay and then you can get a thing. Self, 3 of Coins. As you lead a cooperative effort, share your vision with creativity. That's me? That's me. Okay. Interesting. The 3 of Coins in this position depicts you in a creative mode, sharing your vision. This is the card of genius and shared inspiration. Your leadership in a cooperative effort brings exceptional results. Okay. Maybe this is saying I should be doing more collabs, or like my goal, or what I'm best at maybe is working in a collaborative way. And so this is a card that is representing me as a collaborator, as a creative, as a leader, as someone that likes to bring people together to create, which is true. I love doing that, actually. And I find creating with others to be much more fulfilling than creating by myself, even though I do love creating by myself too. Like, obviously I come up with ideas for things sometimes and I just make it on my own, but I find it so much more fun to create with fellow friends, creatives. I just love the shared passion that brings us together. This auspicious card in the initial position sets a very positive tone for the rest of the reading. You have all the skill and mastery to achieve great things. Okay, and then you were talking about the importance of the picture. So in this picture, can I zoom in? Zoom, enhance. In this picture here, we have a couple people. They're looking at a guy, and he looks like he's like kind of building an archway. Is that kind of what's happening? Is he building an archway? Is he going through a doorway on a bench? He's on a bench, and I think he's working. And then there's the 3 of Pentacles there at the top. There's a sense of like knowledge with this and creation for sure. And they're also holding some papers. Interesting. Wait. Whoa. It's got really slow. I'm gonna zoom back out here for a second. And then you were looking up the 3 of Coins. What does it mean? The 3 of Coins tarot card signifies teamwork and collaboration. It represents successful collaboration and the importance of working together with others. Recognition and skill. This card often indicates that your skills and contributions will be recognized and valued. Collective intelligence. It suggests that the best results come from utilizing the strengths and knowledge of a group. And this kind of speaks to something too, because lately I've been kind of talking about this idea of feeling like a little bit stressed, because I've just been feeling like a lot is falling on my shoulders. But what I need to remind myself is that I have a whole support network, man. I have so many people that I work with that I am blessed to have in my life that support me in my endeavors as well. So it's important to remember you can always rely on the group. And I have my community. I mean, you guys are also my collective intelligence, really, to be honest with you. Commitment in career. In a career context, it reflects a strong work ethic and dedication to building on previous successes. Okay. This is making me feel like this is a reading where it's going to reassure me I'm doing what I need to be doing. I just need to there's some hurdles maybe. Growth and development. The card encourages continuous improvement and learning through collaboration. These interpretations can vary slightly depending on the context of the reading. Cool. Okay, 3 of Coins, upright meaning. By the way, this is from blank, not a sponsor, great site. Oh, I'm sorry that it doesn't show the link, but Crystal Castle, please feel free to share with us in the Discord if you would like where you went. Is it, let me see if I can see it on here so I could share it with people. Not a sponsor, just, yeah, so tarot, something, oh, tarot.com, yeah, tarot.com. I actually have never used tarot.com as well. Thank you, Eric. I'm so glad you're enjoying the stream. I am also enjoying the stream. It's fun to just chat. Like I said, this is why I want to do a whole week of it, because I just feel like we'd have a lot of fun. And then we're free to go wherever our lizard brains take us. Oh, your descriptions also mention what you see in the imagery. Nice. Tarot.com, like that. Also, Rob, welcome in. All right, bye, Dragon Trainer. Have good dinner. Yes. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's where Crystal Castle did the reading. If you guys want to check it out. Not sponsored, but just in case you wanted to maybe take a look at your own readings or help a friend do a reading. Okay, so 3 of coins upright meaning. Okay, so the 3 of coins, also called the 3 of pentacles, is all about teamwork, mastery, and building something that lasts. This card shows up when you're being seen and valued for your skills and when collaboration is key. It's the energy of, you bring the blueprint, I'll bring the tools, and together we'll make magic. Boom. Whether you're learning from a mentor, sharing your expertise, or joining forces on a shared goal. The last one is usually more me, I think. But I also have done the other 2. This card reminds you that no one builds an empire alone. This is gonna make me cry. You know, it's just reminding me of like everything that my therapist has been reminding me of, that I've trying to remind myself of, that like I have people around me that support me, that want to work with me, and to not sell myself short, and to remember that. Respect, recognition, and good communication are the foundation here. Okay. Upright, the 3 of coins signals progress through partnership, whether you're starting a creative project, learning a new craft, or building a career. This card says, your efforts matter, and so do the people around you. Expertise is valued, but so is communication. Acknowledge your strengths. Yeah. Acknowledge your strengths and your weaknesses so that together you can fill in one another's gaps. Mastery doesn't happen in a vacuum. Let yourself be seen. Ask questions. Share credit. What you're creating now could last a long time, especially if you build it with care, competence, and community. That's so nice. Situation. Henkel, no, you are not a doofus self. Or if so, only in an endearing way. Don't say that. You're great. I think that's something that's important to remember, though, with tarot. Something that I really love, and that's why at Crystal Castle, I love that you did this reading for me and kind of interpreted it, because when someone does a reading for you, I think the interesting thing, I don't really think that, like, doing a reading for yourself is cursed, but I do kind of agree with it a little bit as I've gotten older in terms of the taboo of it and, like, done more readings. And that I think when you read for someone else, there's a certain perspective that people can bring to the reading that you just can't necessarily have because you are so internal. Everything's internalized. So it's nice to have someone kind of externalize it for you and see how it might apply. Just like having a therapist is helpful because that person is not you. And so sometimes you need someone else to really observe you and see you for who you are, in order for you to really see yourself, if that makes sense. Having like someone put like kind of a perspective filter over your situation and reflect it back at you is always interesting. And I think you learn a lot, and then it's weird. It's like it usually speaks to me more than when I do my own reading. Lone Wolf said, if the tarot doesn't say I'm a happily functioning idiot, then it's wrong. So the Fool, is that you in the tarot deck, Lone Wolf? Is that where you feel like you sit? We love a happily functioning, goof. Honestly, I think we need more of those in the world, to be honest with you. Happy is rare. Is that a donut? It is, Nick. It's a Tim Hortons double chocolate donut. Not sponsored, but Tim's. Why won't you sponsor me, Tim's? Come on, I'm Canadian. We could work together, you and me, Mr. Horton. Who's not around anymore, actually. He's dead. But anyways. Thanks for being so uplifting, says Vito. Aw, Vito, thanks for being here with us and being part of it. Dapper Yapper Manda. That's what they call me, Bora. Yeah, I mean, it's also good to have, I think, therapy and loved ones too, as well, Eric. I mean, your friends and your family can act kind of like therapists or provide. They're not actually therapists because they're not licensed. Unless you happen to be related to someone or a friend with someone who is, and then that's pretty cool. But I mean, they're not professional, but support networks are a form of therapy as well. I love that, Lone Wolf. Your wife says that you're the smartest idiot she knows. I love that. That's adorable. Hello, Lumix. How's it going? One day I will be sponsored. One day. Actually, we did have someone that reached out to maybe sponsor the stream. I have to respond to them. I think it's legit. People throw a lot of sponsorships my way, but usually it's like all scams. There's a lot of scammers out there trying to like take over people's channels. So you have to be really careful. But these people actually reached out about doing a sponsor with me on Twitch, which is kind of cool. I think it's for like a VPN service. So I'm going to check it out and see like what they're thinking and if it aligns and if it's good. And then if it is, then maybe we'll have a sponsor for Twitch, which would be cool. I just had my first sponsor over on YouTube, which was the Curiosity Box. Which I should really like be sharing my code, I think, too, here. It's Vamp25, I believe. Is it VampX25 or VampX25? I think. It's on my Instagram. Anyways, thanks, the Curiosity Box, for sponsoring me. I love the Curiosity Box, actually, which is why I was so excited when they reached out to sponsor me. I was like, oh, I love you guys. So, and the more that people, like, if people get boxes, then I get a little kickback for each one if anyone does sign up. So pretty cool. But then I also, you know, have a contract as well. So I feel very cool. And Curiosity Box is just such a great service. I really love them. So yeah. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Situation. Terry, welcome in. Oh, Scraggy got away in the Twitch chat. That's also true, Sonic. But that's where I find it more interesting with tarot, because when someone else gives you something, then you have to now decide, like, does this speak to me? Does it not? And that's where the self-reflection comes in, which is why I like tarot. Even though, does it predict things actually? I'm not sure about that part. But can it speak to you? Because now you're thinking about and reflecting on really where you're at. Heck yes. And that's what can help give you insight, which I think is so fascinating. To me, the only person who knows you best is yourself. It's true. But sometimes we can't see ourselves as clearly as we'd like to. Sometimes we get in our own ways. Like, there are times when my therapist will make an observation when I have a problem and I'm like struggling and I'm like, I just really can't figure out why I feel this way when this happens. And then my therapist will ask me a question about, you know, those feelings or what's happening with me or like when it's happening, and help me to find the insight that I already had. It already existed in my mind, but I wasn't able to open the door. So what I think is cool about discussing those things with people is it helps you to like find where the door is. Because sometimes it feels like you're in a room and you're like, I know I can move forward, but like, I don't know how to get out of here, you know? And that's where where the guidance comes in, and where I think tarot can also kind of work to just make you consider it, and then we might have epiphany moments. This is giving me epiphanies so far. Situation, Page of Coins. Remember what it's like to be a novice. Have the mind of a beginner and get a fresh perspective and new insights. When the Page of Coins in some decks, a princess, is in this position, it is time to become a student again. Ooh, okay. Right, so treat myself like I'm fresh. Or is this the situation as in like I feel fresh? because that is also true. Sometimes I feel like I have not come far enough and that I'm just still kind of in the same place I was when I was a beginner. So I don't know if that's maybe what's also happening. It's time to become a student again, especially in terms of the project in front of you. Take another look at the current challenges as if it were a brand new endeavor, so as not to be misled by conclusions formed long ago. Or this could be a card that's literally warning me on like just becoming too bitter or too bold in terms of my claims based on my history, and remind myself that like my eyes might be being clouded by prior judgments on things, and so now I think I understand something when I don't. Yeah. Yours is an undertaking that is bigger than you alone. True. As you realize new insights, encourage others to come forward with ideas as well. This plays back into the first card. Honor their perceptions because they will help you reframe the situation in a new and helpful way. Page of Coins, upright meaning. The Page of Coins, which also goes by the Page of Pentacles, is the eager student, the budding entrepreneur, the person. I interpreted it as do polls. Ask the community, which you do. Oh, I like that, Crystal Castle. Yeah, that fits. Locke, welcome in. How are you? Hello. Amanda, you can use a website that scans links from emails. Look it up because I don't remember the moment. Oh, like if someone sends you a link, it allows you to scan that link. That would be great. There were no links in that email that they sent, fortunately. They just sent like a message, but I checked the person out and they actually are working in marketing for the company on like LinkedIn. So I always like to do like little checks, and they've been on LinkedIn for a while with their history, so I don't think they're like a bot or anything. That's how I usually like to verify things. It's a good way to verify, to see if the company exists, and then also like, does this person even, are they even connected to them in some way? The person with a dream and game plan. The Page of Coins, which also goes by the Page of Pentacles, is the eager student, the budding entrepreneur, the person with a dream and a game plan. This card is all about potential, whether that means new skills, new goals, or new investments that could grow into something real. This energy isn't flashy, but it's focused, whether you're exploring a new subject, starting a financial journey, or planting the very first seed of a long-term project. This card says you're on the right path. Stay curious, stay grounded, keep showing up. Big things start small. Oh, okay. This is weird. This is literally like exactly where I'm at. More often than not, this card appears when you're ready to learn something and actually commit to it. I am. In the classic image, a young figure stands in a field holding a single coin with both hands, gazing at it like it holds the world. The vibe is focused, earthy, and full of possibility. Upright, the Page of Coins signals the beginning of a practical journey, starting a job, going back to school, setting a financial goal, or learning how to build something from scratch. Embrace a student's mindset. Stay eager to grow, willing to work, open to the process. Slow progress is still progress. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to show up with consistency, and slow progress is still, slow with consistency and curiosity. Stay present, take intentional steps in the direction of whatever grabs your interest. The future loves a focused beginner. True. Challenges and opportunities. Acknowledge and enjoy this time of ease and tranquility, but remember to stay mindful. When the Ace of Cups is in this position, allow yourself to enjoy the feelings of security this situation produces for you without going soft, becoming complacent. And so this is my challenge. Okay. Becoming complacent or losing your edge. Imagine floating down a river. You enter a smooth passageway where you can relax and trust the river's flow. This is one of those times. Don't relax totally, however, because the rapids and shoals can take you by surprise. Pay attention to this moment of blessing. Be grateful for its smooth flow. I wish it was smooth. I don't feel like it is smooth, but maybe it is smooth. Maybe I should appreciate the elements of smoothness that I have. Acknowledge its presence and enjoy it, but don't fall asleep at the helm. Whether you're on the edge of a new relationship, a heart-healing moment, or a wave of deep self-love, the Ace of Cups says, let it in, let it flow. When upright, the Ace of Cups signals the beginning of emotional renewal. It's a new chapter of feeling more deeply, expressing more freely, and receiving love without clutching or conditions. This card could represent the start of a romance, a creative breakthrough, ooh, I like that, or a spiritual connection that brings unexpected joy. This is quite a positive reading. It's the heart saying, I'm ready. Does that mean everything is perfect, that you've got it all figured out? Of course not. So true. But something is awakening. You may feel more emotionally attuned. The Ace of Cups is rich with emotional and spiritual symbolism. The most common versions of this card show a divine hand emerging from a cloud and offering an overflowing cup, representing an open heart, emotional abundance, and love that pours from a higher source. 5 streams of water spill from the cup, symbolizing the 5 senses or the flow of emotion, intuition, and spiritual connection into every part of life. A dove, often shown dropping a wafer or disc into the cup, suggests peace, grace, and divine blessing. The still water below reflects potential and depth, emotion that is both vast and receptive. Wow, this is like really speaking to me. This is like crazy how accurate this is, actually. I'm literally feeling like I'm kind of stuck and I'm plateauing, and I'm just kind of like panicking a little bit because some things are shifting. Like, I do feel sometimes that I'm more of a streamer than a YouTuber, and I don't know why, but that makes me nervous. But I'm also like, girl, just let it flow. Like, you like to stream. You do well. Like, it's fine. Ride the wave. Let the stream flow. Literally. Put yourself in cruise control while driving. My interpretations are the small fonts you may have noticed. Oh, down here. Oh, I see. Okay. Let me read some of your summaries. Sorry, I've been skipping that. Oh, wait, I'll finish this and then I'll go back and read some of your summaries. I think that's actually the better way for me to go here because we're almost done. Yeah, this part. Okay, so... Right. But this is crazy. It's super accurate, Crystal Castle. Wow. The still water below reflects potential and depth, emotion that is both vast and receptive. Altogether, this card is a visual invitation to receive, to feel, and to begin with an open heart. This also feels like a reading that's warning me, like, girl, don't get jaded. Because I do sometimes. I feel defeated, and it's like, don't let yourself feel defeated. Okay, so on the first card here... So this is the first card, I think. Summary vibe of first card of self. You bring the blueprint. I'll bring the tools. We have the dream. My vibe the whole time of the reading is teamwork. So I'm going to say here is the reading is suggesting that your team is your strength and community. Community being the chatters as well. Ask for opinions, take polls, what works, what doesn't, strengths/weaknesses, what gets you more profit the most, what expenses can you cut out, evaluate what you have learned so far. You now have the experience, now you have the tools. What are your team members' strengths? Utilize their strengths. And I'll speak on behalf of the Chatters community. We want you to succeed. Oh, thank you, Crystal Castle. Ask for suggestions. Perhaps there is an idea you haven't thought of yet for Twitch that someone else has. Advertising an example. Perhaps make a page in the Discord that demonstrates what each thing in Twitch provides. The subs, the bits, next to the rules section. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Like, help to explain people to people the platform so that they can understand the best ways to support for them. That could be good. That might be helpful to people, honestly. Or like even just providing people with the pages on Twitch to like figure some of those things out. Especially because there are people that come over from YouTube sometimes to Twitch and are newer. And vice versa. I mean, we could also do it for YouTube. There are some people that come over to YouTube, and YouTube itself is not as intuitive, I find, in terms of the layout on Twitch. So that's a good idea. A friend of Tolkien's who knew him in Oxford. Oh, okay. It's an old-fashioned novel called True Trumps. Ooh, it's about magic tarot cards. Is it a fictional story or is it a book on tarot, Time Lord? All right, so second card is situation, page of coins. Summary of reading. This is your season 2. What have you learned from season 1 of your stream? This is a good point. This is a good point. Okay, well, I think I have to call it here, but I am going to read all of this because it's so good and I love your analysis and thank you for sharing the reading with me. I'm going to read the cards and the last two, and then also your breakdown of probably like the overall reading as well while I'm on my way, and then I'm going to message you. I'll message back on the Discord, Crystal Castle, to just kind of share my final thoughts on it. But thank you so much for sharing this. This was so wonderful. I had so much fun. I'm sorry that I didn't do more things, but we chatted. Guys, we chatted for 3 hours and 40 minutes. And tomorrow, we're going to be doing Peak, and we're going to be doing Marvel Rivals. And it's going to be so fun. And we're definitely going to do more just chatting streams. So please, if you're not already over on the subreddit, if you are a person that likes Reddit, if you're over there and you want to share any posts with me, you can. I have a subreddit. I can use it. Why don't we utilize it, you know? Let's post some things on it for the community. I do also have a Discord, and I want to do these and kind of also go through the Discord a little bit while I'm streaming. So that's also a good place to share stuff, to see if I can see it on stream. And, you know, I want to do more like just any trailers you guys share and stuff in Nerdy News, like just watch them during stream and stuff. You can recommend me videos and stuff. You know, if we have problems on YouTube, I'm just going to try to trim that stuff out of stream for the VODs. But you'll be able to watch it live. I'll just have to cut it out after, you know, if it's copyright or something. But I'm trying to not worry as much about the copyright stuff because I can always just cut it out of the VOD if I need to over on YouTube. And hopefully we'll be moving over to OBS soon. And then I can also maybe do some more things with music where it's not saved on the VOD. I just have to see how that works on the YouTube side, if it's possible for me to also do that there, because that would be helpful. Mage, thank you so much for the mod appreciation. And thank you so much for everybody that supported the stream today. My goodness, there were a lot of you. Let us roll the credits and let us say adieu for now. And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully at 1 or 12. I'm confirming times with Lucy to see if she's still good. And I will also be on doing Marvel Rivals either way, but I'm hoping we can get in some Peak before. And then Saturday's the 21-hour stream, guys. That's our marathon for the community. I'm going to be starting it around the same time that I did the last one, so I'm aiming to start about 6 or as close to that as I can get. And we're going to stream for 21 hours. And I'm going to play all the games that you guys have gifted me over the years that I haven't gotten to yet on my throne. Thank you so much for everyone that has sent games to me that way. I love all of the games that you guys send, and I can't wait to play some of each of them. There are a lot of games, so it will be short little bits, but at least we'll get to some of them for a bit. And let me roll these credits for us. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Who should we raid into today, guys? My friends on Twitch that are watching. Is there someone cool? Let's see who's on right now. Thank you to all of these lovely people that supported the stream and made the stream possible today. It's because of amazing supporters like you that I can stream and do this full time. And I just want to say thank you so much for making my dreams possible, because it really is a treat to get to be here and chat with you guys and entertain you guys. I have so much fun. I'm sorry we didn't get to the comics tea, but that might be a video, or, you know, next time we're just chatting, we can get into all of that as well. Because I do want to discuss some of the Greg Rucka stuff. I think it's pretty crazy. So we got some people playing Borderlands that we could raid into. People got that early access to the Borderlands. We got some people doing Rivals. We could do some Rivals. I'm thinking maybe we'll do... There's a lot of people on right now. A lot of people are on right now. I think we could also do some co-working. There's also some more just chatting happening if we want to go into Awkward Ashley's stream. Do you guys want more just chatting? I will try, Cherry. I will drink all of the tea. Yeah, do you guys want some Rivals lock? I'm totally down. I was thinking of raiding Bad Dizzle, actually. I like that. Let's do that. Get hyped for tomorrow when the new season will be starting. So we'll set up that raid. Those are the raid messages for you guys. Thank you again so much, everyone, for the support today. This stream was bananas, by the way. And it was bananas because of all you beautiful people. I have a lot of art streamers if you ever want to go that direction. Oh, I love that, Atomic. Yeah, please feel free to suggest. And we do also have the guide, the raid redemption. So if anyone ever wants to specifically like raid to someone and like send the raid there, if you claim that, then I will happily go wherever you would like to take me, so long as they follow TOS. So long as they're not like the worst or anything. But I think you guys all have good taste. So Black Phoenix, hi and bye. Thank you so much for watching and thanks for being a member. Oh my goodness, on the smart TV. I feel so fancy. All right, everyone. I'm going to send that raid over. So thank you again so much for all of your support. And thank you to everyone here that made this stream possible today. You're all freaking great. And I'll see you next time. Until then, friends, stay nerdy. And see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, my voice is a little rough. Bye. And now we make sure that the stream has sent. It has. Just letting her and Rivals. And tomorrow we're going to be doing some Rivals, guys. So come on back if you want to jump into the Rivals game with me. Because I'm sure we will be playing with viewers at some point.